Hello and welcome to Steptoe and Son, a podcast based at Mews Cottage, 26A, Aldrum Lane, Shepherd's Bush. This is the home of the world's most famous rag and bone men, or as Harold would say,
Salvage Recovery Operative.
My name is Darren.
And I'm his co-host Si, also known as Two of the Three Convenios podcast that we co-host along with the amazing Tom from One Foot in the Podcast. You might also know me from Don't Forget Your Goodbye Gherkins, the Men Behaving Badly rewatch podcast. It's all things MBB related.
I've also been previously a guest on the Jolly Boys podcast, All Things Only Fools and Horses. As you've guessed it, our favourite sitcom is Steptoe and Son. The show ran for 8 series on BBC from 1962 to 1974 and even spawned 2 feature films. Such was the series' popularity in the mid-1960s that the cast specially recorded several episodes for BBC Radio.
In the year 2000, the show was ranked number 44 on the 100 greatest British television programmes compiled by the British Film Institute. The 2001 Channel 4 poll, Albert was ranked 39th on their list of the 100 greatest TV characters.
We plan to review episodes, chat to fans of the show, and maybe even chuck in the odd quiz. We hope you enjoy listening. Please check out the pod on Spotify, Insta, Twitter, and all other platforms. Hi, Si, you okay?
Yeah, not bad, mate. How are you doing?
Not too bad. You can hear me okay then?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can see you, mate. I can see Steptoe and Son right again.
Oh, yeah. What do you think? I've got the the background is the Steptoe and Son Rides Again film poster.
Nice, mate. As we said before, there's some really cool posters, isn't there?
Some of the artwork is brilliant. Well, most of it, really.
Yeah, no, some great caretaking with it, isn't it? It's really nice to see.
Yeah. I think it was like back in the day when they'd all sort of design it by hand, when they'd all be like actually drawn rather than done on computer.
Yeah, that's true, mate. I mean, yeah, what we got? We got the old man. We got that's the whippet, is it? I'm guessing.
Yeah, trying to reading it backwards here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
that's all right. I was trying to work out what it said, but I think it says on the. I think it says something about the old man.
Old men don't die laughing, but you will.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a good tag, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
Nice.
when was the last time I think the last time we were together was with Tony, wasn't it? When we did the first film.
Yeah, I was trying to think. It must have been about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer. Because well, we did 8, didn't we? 8 or 9 episodes. Well, you did 9, including Tyler's one. Guessed it. Was it 8 or 9
Yeah.
or 10? So we've had them stacked up. But yeah, it's been nice to see the comments we've had so far. It's really pleasing. People are having a listen and liking what they hear, mostly.
Yeah, it's been good to be honest, because I think now we're all set up. I don't know if the last time we spoke, we set up. I think everything now. So we've got Amazon, we've got Apple, we've got Spotify, we've got the YouTube channel. I think
YouTube's been a really good shout actually, because I'm not on YouTube with my other pod, and actually I didn't think that's a great way to do it, isn't it? Because everyone's got YouTube, haven't they? You don't need to have an account for anything like that.
Yeah, do you know what? It's a bit of a faff. I got to be honest,
okay.
but it's brilliant. Currently we've got 56 subscribers.
Oh, brilliant!
And some of that, like I said, I think we got a couple of things on it. Like people have commented, like not so much we've got wrong, but say for instance, the phrase on the ear-roll.
Right, yeah.
It's sort of not what we were saying it was.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? We're not experts, are we? We took going off Wikipedia or, Google for some of it. So yeah, there's people out there with the knowledge, and great.
No, it's been brilliant. Like I said, there's been no, not in a snooty way. They've sort of corrected us, but they said, on the ear-roll, it doesn't sort of mean on the cadge. It means years ago when landlords would come round collecting, the rent from houses, they put their ear up against the door to listen if anyone was in. So on the ear-roll, he's sort of coming around collecting, which I suppose is similar to what we thought. But it does make more sense than on the cadge.
It does, doesn't it? Because Albert thinks the vicar's after some cash or something, isn't he, or a collection.
How much do you want? Well, I thought you was collecting.
Oh, goodness me, no.
Oh, you better come inside then.
Thank you. That's most kind of you.
Who was it?
The vicar?
Oh, God, is he on the ear-roll again?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Of course it does. Yeah.
Is he on the ear-roll again?
The fact he says it, he doesn't realise he's in the room. I mean, it's just one of them crisis moments. I don't know if
He's
same as
brilliant.
you. I've been watching them on That's TV. It's great. They're just doing a complete like re-airing of them all, like they back to back.
Yeah,
So it's been nice to just like flick through the channels and Steptoe's on.
it
Brilliant.
is brilliant. Do you know what? Think I tweeted at one point they were showing. It was a Saturday afternoon. They were showing the whole of Series 7,
Oh wow.
back to back. So rather than like
Yeah.
doing one or two here and there,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I was visiting Dad and I put it on, and yeah, the whole of Series 7 was on there. So it was brilliant to see it.
Yeah.
Not have to stream it.
No, no, no. This is it, isn't it? Because yeah, we discussed, don't we? Like, well, for me, definitely BritBox has now gone to ITVX. So you
Yeah,
sort of have to go through ITV to get a BBC show. I mean, that's just mad, isn't it?
I know they didn't
The
predict
weight's
that,
gone.
did they?
They didn't predict that, mate, did they? So
No.
with all the like ratings wars and stuff are going on. Yeah.
And the other thing, like following on from what Tom was saying about, getting back to DVDs, I
Oh
need to
yeah.
thank you, mate, because like you said, the box set
Oh,
arrived.
of course, mate. Yeah, no,
Clive
you're more than
very kindly
welcome.
sent me a sealed, unopened Phoenix Nights box set, Series 1 and 2.
Well, I have to pass thanks on to my mum as well. Mum works at a charity shop and she gets all sorts of bits through. And yeah, I don't know why someone would want to give that away, particularly sealed and not open. But there
Oh,
you go.
brilliant!
So,
Yeah. So-
but I already owned it, so I thought I know good home I can go to. So sorry it took me so long to get me act together to post it, but
No, well, it
yeah,
was good timing actually, because funny enough, we were talking to the last one I recorded was about 2 weeks ago with Tyler.
yeah.
Was the Mile Mandatory episode that
Oh
should
yeah,
be
yeah.
out by now. I think that was released the weekend.
Nice,
So, but
nice.
yeah, funny enough, I talked about um some of the sort of old comedies that you can't get on DVD or really difficult.
Mm.
Sorry, you can't stream. Beg your pardon,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
because it's either sort of seen as not PC or I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't actually be able to get some. I mean, how rare would it have to be to
I mean,
not be able to?
interestingly, I only read
Mhm.
this yesterday. I think I was on IMDb or something, and they did say Peter Kay said about Phoenix Nights. He said he doesn't want it to be widely streamed.
Ah, okay.
He doesn't want it to be like Fools and Horses because in his view, Fools and Horses has been sort of spoilt a bit by being on too much.
It's always
Which
on.
I kind of see that, but obviously
Mm.
it's your choice whether you watch it. But that's one extreme to the other, isn't it? To sort of just not have it on
Yeah,
anything. The DVD's out of print now. Like there's no new copies of it, so you have to buy the second hand one. And Channel 4 don't own the rights, I guess, anymore. It's not on Channel 4 streaming, so it's bizarre, isn't it? Like,
strange. Well,
fantastic sitcom, but you can't see it
yeah,
unless you've got the DVD.
that's true. Getting back to what I said, yeah, I said to Tyler about I can remember watching a few episodes of It Ain't Half Hot Mum, and I
Yeah.
tried sort of streaming it, and it literally it's like £2 an episode on YouTube.
Oh,
And there's
wow.
8 seasons, and I thought that's going to cost a bomb. And I thought I
That is, yeah.
can't remember if it was that good, to be honest. But okay, but I literally got the I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, nice one. Yeah, I can see the box set.
I
Oh,
got the
nice one,
box
mate.
set for about £9. So I
Oh,
dug
wow.
out
That's,
yeah,
yeah,
dug
yeah.
out the DVD player. Me and the missus watched Phoenix Nights back to back Saturday.
Nice. Nice.
So I'm gonna attempt It Ain't Half Hot Mum next. I think
Oh, fantastic.
I think one of the issues was that the guy in it, he's from That's the Summer Wine.
Oh,
I
Michael
think,
Bates.
yeah, Michael, he's doing brown face.
Oh, I see.
I
Okay.
think that's probably
Yeah.
why
That'll be it, won't it?
I
Yeah.
don't see
So,
it
yeah.
now. Um,
No, no, no.
but again, it's sort of getting back to do you just completely censor it, or
Well,
do you
again, that's
see
it.
it for
Is
what it
that's
is?
it's that debate, isn't it? Same thing we've had done with Little Britain, and Come Fly with Me. Yeah, it's an interesting one, mate. It's a debate for the debate for the ages, really, isn't it? It's, you could argue back and forth, but ultimately the broadcasters make the minds up, don't they? Not us. So you know.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I remember watching it because Windsor Davis was
Oh yeah,
brilliant in
yeah.
it. Windsor Davis, lovely boys.
You see, I've only ever seen him a little bit in Never the Twain, but I've not watched much
Yeah,
of it. But it seemed pretty all right.
and
Yeah, no, Eight Half Up Mum, never seen it, and it should do because it's a Jimmy Perry and David Croft one, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, that's what I mean. He's sort of not gone under the radar, but like I said, he's
no,
never shown
nah,
at all. Really
no.
difficult to stream or get.
Mm.
But like I said, a big Windsor Davis fan. He was in a cult film as well called Grand Slam.
All right.
Um, I can't. Oh, what was the name of the guy? The guy that was in it, much older guy, but he actually won an Oscar once.
Oh wow.
He was in Ben-Hur.
Oh, that's some
His
good
name will
link
come to
there,
me in
isn't
a
it?
minute, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was yeah, it's a
Well,
real sort of cult.
Charlton Heston was it?
No. He was Windsor Davis. He was with what's his name? I'll try and find out now. But the film was called Grand Slam. It was basically a rugby film where they tour.
Oh, okay.
They do the rugby tour. I think it was 1970 something in France.
Yeah.
And I think Wales end up losing in the final off the
All
top of my
right.
head. But it's so long since I've seen it. But yeah, Windsor Davis, he's brilliant and lovely shoulders, show 'em off, show 'em off. I was saying this to Tyler. I can remember him. All I can remember from Elaine Arthart was the guy. What was his name?
Michael Bates.
Michael Bates. Yeah, he's doing Brown Face and Windsor Davis and Don Estelle. So obviously
Don
they
Estelle, yeah, of course.
brought out
Yeah.
Whispering Grass, didn't they?
Whispering Grass. Yeah. Which is referenced in Benidorm, isn't it? They have a row about it in Benidorm about who sang
Yeah.
Whispering Grass. I think Madge was right, wasn't she? And yeah, Steve Hamilton
The
was
Oracle.
wrong. That's it, the Oracle. Yeah.
Was,
They both had it with it. They both had it with it.
yeah, that's it. She goes, she's my PA. What are you gonna? Jeff Maltby, aka the Oracle.
Closes his pen, doesn't he? He goes, it's just a formality now. And goes
Yeah.
to the toilet.
I think he flies over a day early to Benidorm, doesn't he just to enter the quiz?
Yeah, just enter the quiz. Yeah.
So I'm East Lancashire's indoor hang gliding champion. It's like,
oh man, some of the tall tales he come out with. Yeah, no, he's a great character. Really
yeah, Johnny Vegas. Yeah, but yeah, no. So I'll let you know. I get on with it because I've seen his 8 seasons.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. So we had a bit of a run, Alex and I, Mrs. A few years ago. We sort of went through Heidi High, Hello Hello, what's the other one called? Only When I Laugh. We just sort of ticked them off, and we used to buy them each other for Christmas, and we'd sort of watch them. And there's some great gems out there, isn't there, that just don't get the airings anymore.
Definitely,
not necessarily because they've been cancelled, just because they're just not as popular anymore.
Yeah, I suppose they can't show everything, can they?
No, they can't. I think it's just luck as well. Yeah, Smart Only Fools and Horses just got very lucky. Because this is not a Fools and Horses podcast, is it? But if you took Fools and Horses on the first 2 series, it's good, but it doesn't get fantastic, does it, until it got later on. So I think some of those shows didn't get that chance to build, whereas Fools and Horses did.
But it's like the character development, and you can do say series 3 onwards, you can do jokes about characters that you can't do in the first 2.
Exactly, because you've
built
built
relationships.
You've given the audience time to grow with them. You know what I mean? It's interesting, mate. Interesting.
Oh, I did mean to say as well, one of our eagle-eyed listeners did note that I think we commented that Dolly Clackett is never actually seen.
Okay.
But she is. I think, did I send you the picture? I thought I did.
Yeah, you did actually. Yeah. That was
the episode Any Old Iron. It's only briefly, but Any Old Iron when Harold escapes from, I can't remember the older guy's name. The gay guy.
Yeah.
He escapes from his sort of house when his husband comes home, and then he goes round to Dolly Clackett's, and you do see briefly Harold going to Dolly Clackett's and going in her house and then coming out. So we do see her.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that's not an episode I know all that well. I'll be honest.
No.
Yeah, good episode, but not one I'm all that familiar with. So I could easily have missed that. But no, that's the sort of thing we want, isn't it? People, please do tell us. Like we want to get a thriving community and discussion going, don't we, about Steptoe?
Yeah, because I'd never known that. I've seen that episode a few times and just missed it.
Yeah,
but you've been watching anything new lately, or?
Nothing particularly new. Just been, like I say, re-watching. But this is I took the opportunity to re-watch Phoenix Nights because it was on its way to you. So we thought I'd watch it again. She never actually saw it before. I think she's seen bits of it.
Yeah.
So she was watching it for the first time. But now it's a bit of a lull at the minute for new comedies, isn't it? There's not a huge amount.
Well, no, I don't know whether you sort of class it as a comedy, but The Outlaws by Stephen Merchant.
I've always been tempted with that. I've not watched it. Been tempted.
Well, it's series 3 now. We just watched me and the missus. And
right, okay.
It's good. 1 and 2 were the best, but I think they're sort of running out a bit of steam. Series 3.
Is Chris Walken still in it? I noticed he was in the first series.
He was very briefly in this third one. He's literally like I think there's a phone call with him.
The money's run out, so they can't afford him anymore.
And it's all filmed in Clifton.
All right, of course. So we went,
in Brizzle. So
I mean, that's not bad to get an A-lister like Orkin. That's
I did wonder for the third series whether he was coming back, but no, he was literally blinking, you miss him.
right, fair
But he
enough.
is important to it, like
Right.
the
Yeah,
plot.
yeah,
So
yeah. Is it written by Steve Merchant then? Is it?
yeah, but yeah, and I
Oh,
think he
nice.
directed it as well, and
Oh,
he's
nice.
talented guy. Like he's
No cameo from Gervais then?
no, I think
Uh,
I think he probably wants to sort of get away from him, really. Just
yeah, I mean, it's one of them you wonder if there's a rift there or not. There probably isn't. It's probably just they don't want to work together anymore. So we can happily
yeah, I
quit,
don't think there's
you know.
much more they could do. Is I'm sure his dad is in it, Steve Merchant. You know, he appears in The Office.
Oh, and as the maintenance guy. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he turns up now and again
Just
in
stares at the camera, doesn't he?
The
Stares at the
Outlaws.
camera. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, quite a
Og
bit.
Monster. Is the Og Monster pop up?
Well, he calls himself the Mong
Oh
boy,
no,
doesn't
sorry,
he?
he is the Og Monster, really. Of course he
Don't
is.
don't call myself the Mong boy.
That's it.
The Og Monster.
The Og Monster.
What is the
Oh,
matter with
Christ.
him? He goes as
He
he
storms
walks
out,
in.
doesn't he? That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Even Brent
classic.
is lost for words.
It's classic Gervais, that, isn't it? Just to really, I mean,
Yeah.
Brent even just to like, yeah, put his foot in it. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Brent like things today, mate, we had most bizarre email sent round at lunchtime saying
God.
we've found a we found a student's shoe on the roof. If a student has lost a shoe, can they please claim it? I mean, that is something out of Finch's book, isn't it? You know,
That's a kettle, isn't
toss,
it?
that's a kettle, tossing a kettle over a pub, isn't it? Basically, these kids lobbing
But
shoes
surely they know
over
he's
the roof.
lost it.
Well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? I mean, I think I thought someone whacked their PE kit on or something, put the
Someone
trainers on.
limping around.
Oh
God.
dear,
That's brilliant.
that's funny.
It
Yeah.
was an aborted attempt to throw it over the roof, was it?
Speaking of Chris Finch, this is a really weird link, but I was watching. So I've got Disney Plus at the minute. I was watching the first Omen, like a horror film.
Oh
It's a
God, yeah.
prequel to the original Omen, and he plays a priest in it, and he's absolutely awesome. Like, you
Is
know
he?
what? Oh mate, he was in that Chernobyl. If you watched that, he played a guy in the
No, I
Chernobyl.
haven't seen that.
Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, as dramas go, that's fantastic, really well done. But no, he plays an Irish priest in this. Just blew me away. Yeah, I couldn't believe it was him at first.
Yeah.
So no, fair play to him for breaking free of Chris Finch. It's
Yeah, yeah.
very easy to
Bit
get remembered for
typecast.
one. That's it. Get remembered for one character who's only in for probably about 20 minutes on the screen, isn't he? Total. But,
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah.
something new I've watched, mate. Horror film, not quite comedy, but I think Albert would approve, wouldn't he? He loved the Blood of the Ripper,
Oh
didn't he?
yeah,
And all
Blood of
those
the
sorts
Ripper,
of.
yeah. He's yeah. They had
Yes.
I'll tell you what was on that, is it that channel called that So TV?
Oh yeah.
It had The Mummy
All right.
1956.
Oh, the Christopher Lee one.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Christopher
yeah.
Lee.
Oh,
Yeah,
very good.
he looked really young in that.
Wow.
Very young.
I mean,
But
that's saying something, is it? It must be quite an old film. Yeah.
yeah, well,
He,
he's probably about 50 then.
yeah. He's always, since since I remember watching films, he's always looked. So when he was in Star Wars, wasn't he? And then
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings, he always looked about 90 odd.
yeah.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah, he had
good stuff.
brilliant actor he was, yeah. Good
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I
But
do
yeah.
like my Draculas and Frankenstein's and all those. Yeah.
Yeah, like Harold. Well, no
Harold.
Albert in it.
Yeah, I don't know about you, mate. I just find something a bit exhilarating about watching a horror film. It's that sort of,
I
jump
do, do
scare
you know what?
bits and stuff. And
Yeah, I find it I love a psychological one.
okay,
I'm
yeah,
not so much like blood and guts and
no,
knives, but like
yeah.
anything, like something that just makes you think a bit like Shutter Island or something like that. It just makes you
Oh, that's a
think,
good one, mate. That's a
yeah, it
really good
just
one,
sort
isn't
of
it?
makes you feel a
Yeah.
bit. I think it's scarier when it's like in your mind rather than
Oh, yeah,
physical.
yeah,
Like someone running at you with a knife, you've got a chance, haven't you?
yeah.
But then something like Psycho or something a bit
That's
more
it.
manipulative is scarier.
It's the tension in it. If you can ratchet up the tension even
Yeah,
subtly,
like
get the
Hannibal
audience.
Lecter,
Yeah, it's just
brilliant.
there's not
Yeah,
all that much blood and guts in Hannibal Lecter, is there? It's just that kind
no.
of like ominous feeling about it all.
And is that weird fact in it that he's only in Silence of the Lambs for 11
Yeah,
minutes?
he won an Oscar, didn't he? Based
That's
upon
mad.
like,
Yeah, you only see him
but
11 minutes.
it's mad. But yeah, no,
And was it
credit
him
to
and who was it who played Clarice?
Jodie Foster in the first
Yeah,
one, wasn't it?
she
Yeah.
apparently she'd only like spent a few minutes on screen with him,
Oh
and
right,
she was
wow.
terrified of him. They didn't interact
Oh
outside
wow.
of the
Huh.
filming. And if you think that film, that bit in the cells is very brief
Yeah, yeah,
compared to
yeah.
the whole film,
Hmm.
yeah, they barely interacted. It was quite strange.
I did read as well. That's the reason why he was originally first choice for one of the Driscoll brothers, wasn't he? Anthony
Oh yeah.
Hopkins, and he couldn't do it because he was filming on Silence of the Lambs.
Good choice, though. I think. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
As big a fan of Fools
Peckham,
I am, but
Peckham or Hollywood. I mean, yeah,
yeah, it
but no,
made
he
him,
was a
didn't it?
huge fan of Fools and Horses. I think he wrote a
He
foreword
was.
to one of the books, sort of official guides to it.
That's
So
brilliant.
yeah, no, like comedy and horror, mate,
Yeah,
linked up. I mean, for example, Hammer Horror, well known for horror films. Hammer Films made the On the Buses films.
yeah.
So yeah, it's just like that link there is bizarre, but it exists, doesn't it? So
Crazy. Well, it's the last season of Inside Number Nine now, which is that's a
oh
big link
mate,
to Hammer.
that is been on form. I think.
Don't say that. I haven't seen the last one.
Have you not?
No, I
Okay, I'll
watched
show my
the
lips are
one with the ring
sealed.
camera. You know, with the ring
Oh,
camera, it's just
that was
purely
great.
filmed.
That was great. Did you
Yeah.
watch the escape room one as well?
Oh yeah, that was genius.
Ah,
Yeah.
because you're guessing because you're thinking something's up here. They're either going
Yeah.
to be it's either some revenge thing where they get him back for something he's done,
Yeah.
or as it was revealed, not giving him too much away, it was something much more tender and
It was.
emotional, wasn't it? But yeah,
And the what was the other one with the psychiatrist?
oh yeah, it was a two-hander, wasn't it? The only two-hander
Yeah,
they've done.
200.
Yeah, very
That was brilliant
Steptoe
because he
like.
gave him the chance, didn't he? He said, if you,
Yeah, yeah.
sort of admit what you did and apologize, and it won't go anywhere. And of course, he didn't. So yeah, it
One
went
of
up in flames.
one of my biggest um this is going to sound terrible saying this, but during COVID, one of the biggest problems I had with COVID was I actually got COVID, and it stopped me going to see the Inside Number Nine live discussion they did because they did it at
Oh,
Christmas
okay.
2021. I got tickets for it, and it was basically them two in like theaters just talking through their ideas for it all and everything. And I
Yeah.
got COVID, and I couldn't go, and obviously there was greater things going on in the world at the time, but for me that was particularly frustrating because I was like, oh. And I hope they
But
do it again sometime because I'd love to, to get involved with that again. But anything with the
it's
league, mate,
brilliant.
anything with League of Gentlemen, I'm all over it. They're yeah, you sort of think about people who have influenced your love of comedy and just
Yeah.
always been there. That those two, particularly Reese and Steve, are just
But they always
yeah.
say they're influenced by the Hammer House of horror films and all the,
Right, yeah, of
those
course,
films of
yeah,
the 60s and 70s. And
yeah.
yeah, because it's almost like there's hardly any comedy in it. It's like so
That's
horror.
it, innit? It's weird.
So,
It's
yeah.
described as a comedy, and I think someone's just labelled it as that because they think it's going to be because it's like Psychoville or League of Gentlemen. But
Mm.
actually, no, it does like you say, take a page from something much more sinister in place. I mean, some of them, like, yeah, really freaky, aren't they? And
Yeah.
yeah, but just so well done. To produce that level of quality
It's a
is
9
hard.
series as
For
well.
9 series is hard. I
Yeah.
don't blame them taking a break, and I really hope it's
No,
just a
no.
break. I mean, if they want to leave it, they want to leave it. Fair enough. But yeah, I think give it 5 years and have another go of it. But we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see, mate.
But no, back to Steptoe. We are
Back to
going to
Steptoe,
review.
yeah. Steptoe Sunrise again, courtesy of IMDb. So Albert Steptoe and his son Harold are junk dealers, complete with horse and cart, to tour the neighbourhoods. They also live amicably together at the junkyard. Always on the lookout for ways to improve his lot, Harold invests his father's life savings in a greyhound who is almost blind and can't see the hare. When the dog loses a race and Harold must pay off the debt, he comes up with another bright idea: collect his father's life insurance. To do this, his father must pretend to be dead.
God, the noisy bleeder.
Yeah, so this is what are we at this point? We're in 1973. Yeah, so I think the main sort of difference between this at the box office and the first film is quite strange because the first film made about £7.5 million, which is a
Right,
hell of
yeah.
a lot in those days.
Yeah.
That is now. But the second one, apparently commercially, the second one was a flop.
Okay.
And the reason was because it clashed with another film from the exact same time release. And I should have put this is the quiz question, but I didn't, mate. But do you know what the film was?
I bet I know because I've written the same quiz question.
Go on.
I bet it's Holiday on the Bus, isn't it?
No, it's not actually.
Oh no, it's not.
No, it's Live and Let Die.
Oh, Live and Let Die. Oh,
yeah.
Right, sorry, I thought you were going to say because we discussed Holiday on the Bus, haven't we?
No, yeah, no.
Never mind then, mate. Never mind. Ignore that.
Ignore that. What on earth is Albert hanging out the window with?
Well, it looks like his old military rifle, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's like modified it, and he's put
a target on the end. And now he's shot Harold's bed.
Full poster. That's a good start.
As openings go, that's not bad, is it?
That's a good opening. This is what I think they were saying. Like a lot of people didn't go and see the second one because the first one commercially it made money, but I think it wasn't seen as good as this one. Because like they went abroad, they sort of take it out of Steptoe world, didn't they? And I think we said about this before, didn't we? As soon as you take it out of that setting, it's not as funny.
There's two things there, mate. We've just had paintbrush being used to put butter on. Fair enough. But then we just had the fag end go in there as well. I mean,
oh God, proper squalor.
And now he's putting something through the mangle. What's it? A bit of cheese going through the mangle. Oh dear. Yeah, it still has the same set as the first one, doesn't it? I'm guessing they filmed the same place.
It does. I think so. But was this in between series 7 and 8?
So this came out, mid '73. So this would have been. They'd have filmed this after. I think they'd done the Christmas special, the first Christmas special, and then they did this, I guess, and then they did the last series and then the last special. So yeah.
It's a hell of a cast, Mike. Because we've got Diana Dawes, we've got Neil McCarthy, played Lenny,
some good
George
names.
Toby.
Milo Sperber, is it? I think.
Yeah, Bill Maynard, Milo O'Shea.
Milo O'Shea, that's it. Sorry.
Do you know what, Milo O'Shea? I didn't realise because I'm a big Frasier fan.
All right.
But I didn't realise he was in a couple of episodes of it.
Oh, really?
But he didn't look like he's aged since this. I mean, he looks a bit older, but he plays like a psychiatrist that helps out Niles and Frasier.
Is he English in it?
No, he's got a slight Irish accent.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've got a feeling he was in Are You Being Served as well.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen him in that. I know the name anyway. But
we've also got Luther Joyce, Frank Thornton.
I mean, Frank Thornton was the go-to, wasn't he, for Galton and Simpson?
He was in everything, wasn't he?
The old man's just been wiping the horse's backside with a bit of newspaper. I mean, I suppose you've got to do it with something, but...
Oh, my word. I bet it was The Guardian or something.
Oh, yeah, something left-wing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite topical you did the My Old Man's a Tory. Did you choose that before the election decision, or was that...
No, do you know what? It was... No, because it took sort of a couple of months to get it all together, but Tyler picked that I Know What a Beautiful Morning, which I think which he wants to review at a later date. But it was quite interesting. But I don't know if you have a chance to listen to it. He actually picked the wrong episode.
You did say, yeah. And I can see why that happened because those two are very similar. Yeah,
T for 3.
T for 3, and they're both they both only exist in black and white, or the one was only filmed in black and white.
But they're so similar. To be fair, so we reviewed that, but again, both really political, but really good timing, really, with what's going on.
Now, I've not done it for this film, but I'm sure there's some links on the internet. I think it's Real Streets or something.com that has the now and then contrast of 1973 London and London today.
Yeah,
because it looks really good. It's filmed on film, isn't it, rather than videotape, so it does hold up pretty well. I mean, they're only watching a DVD copy of it, but just that extra quality you wouldn't get with, BBC or whatever budget.
No, it's a nice touch. I think I sent you this bit on now is where Harold's been beckoned up to about the 12th floor of a high-rise flats.
Yeah.
It's with the actress. I think I retweeted something the other day about So the woman calls him all the way up to about the 12th floor just to give him a carrot. And I think she also gives him some letters to take. She goes, "Can you post these?"
Oh, brilliant. I mean, for a rag and bone man, that must be hard, sort of.
Oh,
You're reliant upon that trade, aren't you? And just end up with
yeah.
that.
I mean, I probably said this before, but the closest thing to it now, we do get the scrap metal merchants that come round.
Yeah,
With the, they've got the speaker, like cookers, combi boilers. Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
remember I called them around the one day because Dad had a load of rubbish to get rid of in the shed, and it was like metal, and they honestly God, they were over the moon to take it. They were like, "Oh yeah, we can get rid of
Mm,
this," and so yeah, I wonder
yeah.
what, don't know what the price of scrap metal is now.
I mean, I know things like aluminium are still very, very desirable,
Mm,
just because of like the it's really hard to get out of the ground. So like even recycled aluminium is valuable. So
mm.
yeah, I guess yeah, price of
I
metal
think it
with
was like
everything.
it was like shears and old garden
All
tools
right.
and stuff. So yeah, they were happy to take it.
So
So
Diana Dawes here. So was she like a pin-up of the era? I guess. Yeah.
um, yeah, she was seen as like a buxom sort of
Right.
go-to for a lot of films that they'd have her in, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
very
I know
sort
the
of
name definitely. It seems to be sort of like a bit like a play on Marilyn Monroe type thing, doesn't it? Like
Diana. Yeah,
first name and surname matching, and
I think she sort of modelled herself on. I mean, I don't know a great deal about her, like you said,
no,
but
no, no. Yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
was sort of the blonde bombshell.
Yeah, that's the impression I'm getting. Yeah, yeah. But similar setup to we've had in the TV series here. Errol being propositioned by a glamorous housewife. Um, yeah, which has
Yeah,
got a feel of on the buses about it, really. Sort of
yeah,
thing. It was quite ten a penny on that, wasn't it, with Jack and the Clippies? But
yeah. It's very on the bus, isn't it? We- We're gonna have to review Holiday on the Buses because
oh, I
Wilford
can't wait,
Bramble's in it,
mate.
isn't he?
I cannot wait. It's
I mean,
it's
we've
such
got a
a
Steptoe link there, so.
we have, yeah.
So
So classic sitcom 70s there. Look, yeah, flash of underwear, see anything you like.
who were they Smalls?
Yeah, that's all. So do you think when they were writing this one, it was more a case of let's do more of the same, or they wanted to go down an original path with it? I mean, obviously the premise is a greyhound, isn't it, later on, which is not a story we see in the show. So
No,
um
do you know what, like I was saying, they do is a return to form because, like I said, the first one, even though we enjoyed it, like I say, we reviewed it with Tony, but I
yeah.
think I don't know, I think knowing sort of the background a bit about how, oh, what's the actress in it? I've forgotten her name.
Oh, we were discussing it, weren't we? Yeah.
Oh,
The horrible conditions she had to
she
work
had
with.
a bit of a
Yeah.
nightmare of it,
Yeah.
yeah. I think she sort of kept quiet for about 40 years, and then in an interview, she said she was sort of, if it was Me Too around then, Me Too was around then, she would have had a good
Yeah.
case because I think it was, especially the scenes in the rugby club were a bit out of control,
Oh gosh,
and he sort of
scary.
mars it a bit, and she says that Harry
Yeah.
H. Corbett just seemed depressed on set
Oh
and that
gosh.
sort of thing. But I think this one, it is return to form. It just seems so much more step-toed, doesn't it? Them getting a
Yeah, that's
greyhound
it.
and
That's
Frankie
it. Yeah.
Barra.
Frankie Barry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice
Yeah,
crossover there. Yeah.
I like. I mean, brilliant character, isn't he?
So this is interesting because Harold seems to be a little bit like, yeah, overawed by it all. And you'd think, this is all his Christmases come at once, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it's that
So
whole idea, isn't it? You careful what you wish for, I suppose. But
yeah, I think she's a bit full on for him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He said he needed lunchtime or something as well. Yeah.
Yeah, got the horse
Uh,
waiting.
Good morning.
I've seen you round here before, haven't I?
Yes, I do come round this way quite often.
Yeah. So I've noticed.
Have you have some old clothes for me?
Yeah. Come in. Come on, you lot! Get out! Get out! I've got business to do. I said out! Clear off! Children are a bit of a trial, aren't they?
I don't know, I ain't got any.
Oh.
I'm not married.
Now then, where were we?
The clothes?
Oh, yes, my husband's.
Only one of them then.
No, he's dead.
I'm most terribly sorry.
I didn't know what to do with them, you see. I was going to sling them out, and then I saw you out there.
I do pay the best prices.
I thought to myself, poor man, he must be freezing.
Well, it's a bit parky, but I'm used to it.
Parky? You're chilled to the bone. What you need is a stiff drink inside you.
I really better not. I should be getting along.
Would you mind? Now then. Can you see anything you like? I know. A nice drop of brandy. Put them down anywhere. There. Well, by the side of you, and on the top of you, and underneath you, and right inside you.
Now, about the clothes.
Oh, there's plenty of time for that.
There isn't. I got the horse outside without a brake on. If I could just see the clothes.
Well, all right then. They're just in here.
No, madam, I've got to feed the horse.
Well, he can have his oats later. Here they are. And, you can take the lot.
Oh, yes, it's a very nice quality. Oh, I can take all of this. Look, if it upsets you selling all these gear, I'll put it back.
No. I want you to have them.
Oh.
It's just that it gets so lonely being a widow.
Does it?
It's the nights. They're the worst.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hang on, it's only just lunchtime.
Don't go. Please don't go. Stay with me.
Look, I'm very flattered, madam.
I need your company, you see. You've got such a kind face. My husband, he was such a brute. He used to beat me.
The swine?
Yes.
No, please.
Stay with me. Stay with me just for a little.
The kids will be here in a minute. Who's that?
Him.
Oh, he's dead.
Well, I told you he was.
Yeah, but God blimey, not this morning.
No, yesterday.
Because that don't make it any better, do it?
Well, he was a pig.
And you was willing to in here with me while he was... I'm getting out of here.
Oh, hold on. Look, that's a good suit he's got on him. Won't take me a minute to get it off him.
You can't bury him naked.
Oh, I'll put one of the others on him. I mean, it's a shame to waste it. It came from Cecil G's.
I don't want it. I don't want none of it. No, I'm a rack of bowman. I'm not a poxy grave robber.
Oh, God, the ultimate payoff. The old man's there.
Yeah. Oh God,
not our old man, but her old man. Yeah.
yeah. So he's laying in the bed next to her, separate bed, and he's still warm.
Oh gosh, that's got a feel of 1 foot. You know, the guy with the shoes.
Yeah, with the shoes.
The lady with the shoes.
The Maris Heyman.
Who is in Steptoe? So,
Yeah.
Gosh, it's like what is it? Kevin Bacon effect, mate. It's
It is, isn't it? He's in everything. So I did a little one thing Tyler came up with on the last episode, which I thought was quite good. He sort of talks a bit about what else is going on in Britain around this sort of time this was released.
Oh, okay, nice, yeah.
So we said 1973, so Live and Let Die is released.
Brilliant.
We've
First
got
Roger Moore film.
Yeah. We've got the UK enters the European Economic Community.
All right. Because they had
UK.
a referendum afterwards, didn't they? They entered it, and then they had a referendum to stay in it or not. So
Yeah.
that's it. It was like people didn't really know what it was, but they were in it, and it just grew to something else, obviously. But
the show's not a lot has changed.
very true, mate. Yeah, very people know what they vote for. That's the difference, isn't it? What the media tells you and what is actually real, two different things.
It's so scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then we've also got November that year, Last of the Summer Wine started.
Oh wow, gosh, that does. I mean, you think that the fact that ran till 2009. That's not all that long ago, 15 years ago. That's quite a good link, isn't it?
That's crazy, isn't it?
To this era, to that era. It's weird, isn't it?
The span that had, and if you think, obviously, this era of comedy completely different to when it ended. You had alternative comedy come into it, and then you had, I suppose, studio sitcoms sort of went.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it shows how, Last of the Summer Wine spanned all of that. So they've got 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Crazy. And then also that year, Peter Kay was born.
Oh wow! Oh
So
gosh,
yeah,
there you go.
comedy link.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't believe that he's 50 then. That's crazy.
He's got to be, yeah, Christ.
Yeah,
Because he was doing that Peter Kay thing in what, 1997, 8?
yeah, yeah. And he's probably going to be his late 20s then, wouldn't he? So
Yeah,
yeah,
God.
yeah. Because Alex asked me, she goes, "We're watching Phoenix Stars. Is this the first thing he did?" I said, "Well, I think he'd started his stand-up career, hadn't he? And he'd done a few
Yeah,
things. He'd been in actually Coronation Street, I think.
yeah.
And yeah, he obviously got together with Dave Spikey and Neil Fitzmaurice and
But I remember seeing him. This was, oh, it was, when Channel 5 started.
oh yeah,
But they were doing like late night stand-up shows. I remember watching
all
it,
right,
and
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
seeing him, and it must have been about 96.
Oh,
And
okay,
he was
yeah,
that good. Like he got on, he talked about
you
like the
could
A
tell,
Team
couldn't
and
you?
did, the nostalgic comedy sort of thing. And I remember thinking it was so brilliant. I watched the repeat at like midnight.
All
So I
right,
thought
nice.
this guy is brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. That's good when
and
you
then
can
he did
spot
sort
something
of
like
that
that.
Peter Kay thing, with the
Yeah,
Ice Cream Man and Leonard and
yeah.
that. So I think you're talking
Oh,
late
that's great.
90s there.
Yeah, so good, mate.
Do
So
you
so
remember the
good.
Ice Cream Man with Mr. Softy Top?
Mate, that is. I think I watched that when I first watched it. I got it on DVD, and I must have watched it about 4 or 5 times in the same day because I just honestly I could not stop laughing. It was so good. And then
Yeah,
I was showing other people as well. Like I got home and showed my dad. Like because I was at uni at the time. I was like, "Dad, you need to watch this." I was like showing my mates. I was like, "God, how have I missed this?" It's so good.
I was good. Like you said with he does a character Leonard. So he plays like I think it's like Britain's oldest paperboy.
That's it. Yeah,
And he's just like you said, we talk about pathos with Steptoe, but he
yeah,
does
yeah,
this whole backstory about how Leonard lost his mum and Leonard's never worked properly because of his angina, and he's
yeah.
just like this sort of old man sat there, but quite happy. And he's like, God, it's almost not comedy. It's like,
That's it, isn't it? Yeah, it's something
yeah,
else altogether, isn't it? Yeah.
but no, brilliant. But yeah, Peter Kay was born that year.
There you go, mate. Wow.
We've got the most popular soap of that day was Coronation
Cross.
Street.
I was going to say the Crossroads, but no, it's not.
And then also James Beck died, age 44.
Oh wow! So there's one comedy genius left as another one was born. That's
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
mean,
some
I think he
wow.
yeah, well, I think he was sort of well known on the cast of Dad's Army, wasn't he? He was quite a heavy
Yeah,
drinker.
yeah, yeah. Oh
So
yeah. Real shame. Real shame.
yeah,
What's he 40, 43? Like that. No age really, is it? That's
no, he's some episodes. He's my favorite character in that
oh, he just steals the show, mate, doesn't he?
Walker. Yeah, like every scene
Yeah,
he's in, he's like yeah, because he's caught a Del Boy really
yeah.
before Del Boy.
One of my favourites is when um he Mannering inadvertently promotes him to sergeant and Pike to sergeant and everyone else to sergeant, and they all have a
Mm.
little monologue, and he's like, he goes all sort of formal, doesn't he? And the next
Yeah,
thing he's like, right, so if a bloke turns up late, if he's on my books, I'll let him off. It's sort of like
he
you can
goes.
tell it's just going to use his
If he
advantage,
unpolished
isn't
his
he?
shoes, as long as he buys the boot polish
Yeah,
from
that's it.
me,
Yeah.
I'll
That's it.
overlook it.
It's brilliant. Just it's just him to a T, in it? Like using his
Yeah,
power to
make a few
get some
bob.
make a few bob. Yeah.
So we got
Uh,
this is the bit we got to in the film, which I don't know, I sort of struggled to get my head around a bit. So we've got Hercules,
yeah.
who's been seen by a vet, and he's lame apparently, isn't he?
Well, yeah. Just wind it back a little bit. They seem to be that Harold got stuck in a Pickford's van, ended
Mhm.
up north, and then had to ride him back down the A1 or whatever it would have been, the M1. And yeah, he's obviously labeled. This seems similar to the series, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Without killing him off, I guess. So
So they put
yeah,
him in a like a retirement home for horses.
yeah. Nicer send off for him this one round. It's very good.
Yeah. I do like the little sort of send off, the old man, he's almost tearing up, and he's
Oh
like, "I'm
gosh,
gonna visit you," and
means a lot to him, doesn't it? Yeah.
yeah.
But again, just I love the detail in the set. Again, we talked about this from the first film. Just that much more junk in there, isn't there, compared with the
Oh, it's
TV
just
series?
stress you out,
Uh,
doesn't it? The amount of clutter in there. It's just
but also the
oh
fact you see four walls again. That's that weird thing of TV films, isn't it? That we've said before. Like
yeah, the wall that you
you're just
never
not used
see.
to it, are you? You're used to like this is the where the cameras are, but
Yeah, you see where the audience would be sat, but
Do you know much about horses, Dazza? Would you
no,
go and
my
pick out a
daughter
horse?
and my partner they do every week they do horse riding, but
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I
yeah.
did do it once, but it's not for me.
Nah, fair enough, mate. No, same
It's,
here.
it's hard work, but they are temperamental horses and expensive. I do know that.
Yeah, that's it. Not cheap, are they? No.
So is that Harold's life? Sorry, Albert's life savings there.
Albert's life savings. Yeah, they've managed to cobble together some money to get a new horse. I mean, I suppose it is vital to their business, isn't it? And they're
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
sort of people that go get a loan from the bank, are they? I guess so.
Oh God,
Uh,
not after the problems they had before. So I
well,
do
that's
like
true. Yeah,
this
they had
next
problems
bit.
before. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I like this next bit. It's an actual market for horses, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Livestock market. So as you can see the people, like some of them looking at the camera and stuff, and
I love that. I love when stuff like that happens because it's kind
yeah,
of like you can get away with it if the character's doing something daft because it makes you think people are stopping to look at them. But yeah,
yeah.
otherwise it does just look a little bit odd, doesn't it? Um,
So I don't know if you're on the same bit with Henry Wolf or Frankie
there he
Barrows
is,
now.
Frankie Barrows.
Yes.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah,
I do like his character. I think even though he's 4'8", he's quite menacing.
yeah. I mean, again, you wonder if John Sullivan got the idea for the Driscolls from that a little bit. You know, like a really
Yeah,
small guy,
yeah.
short guy with a attitude.
He's a dominant mother care.
Look at the chops, mate. On that, that's Bradley Wiggins, isn't it? It's,
I know, I know. What's going on there with those mutton chops?
I mean, that's the thing, I suppose, wasn't it? Everyone had that
Yeah.
sort of style, didn't they? You know, things
Do you
like
like the That's a new hat that Harold's wearing. It. He's got like a black trilby.
yeah.
I
Oh, that's
never
all right.
never
I know.
noticed him with that.
No, the old band saluting the national anthem. That doesn't happen anymore, does it? The
Oh,
TV's
gold.
on. TV's run through the old time now, don't they? In
Yeah.
fact, that's in the young ones, isn't it? You know, I think Ricky's
Oh
watching.
yeah.
Ricky's watching. Is it? Is it? Nosing about or something like that, and then
Yeah.
it gets to the end, and it's a Grenadier Guardsman. He says, "I'm not going to go to bed," and they says, "Go to bed, Spotty."
Yeah. He goes, go to bed. This spot.
Yeah.
Do you remember the not the epilogue, but it would sort of beep. It would go beep, and then you see Neil going, "Oh, I wish we had a video so I could record it and watch it in the morning."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, Neil. God bless him.
Neil, orange peel. Well, speaking of that, I was going to say at the start, it's the 10th anniversary of Rick Mills' death.
Gosh, yeah. Of
Yeah,
course. Yeah, that's
10 years.
mind blowing, isn't it? It's mind
Jesus H.
blowing.
Corbett.
Yeah. Didn't you say there's a Rick Mail festival taking place sometime soon?
Yeah, there was one down in Bristol that I couldn't go to that was last night, funny enough.
Oh,
But
okay. Yeah,
it
yeah.
was like an evening where they were sort of putting up a big screen and showing all of his work. But is it an actual one up in Shropshire at some point? They
Oh,
haven't
nice.
released a date, but I'm definitely gonna have to go to that. So
Nice.
we're gonna have to sort out. Rob, who came on the Three Caminos, he's up for it as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
So
Oh, you have
yeah.
to let us know what goes on with that, mate.
Yeah, it'll be
Sounds
brilliant if
great.
me, you and Tom could go.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I
Yeah.
think we're due one of our famous road trips.
We are. We are. We keep threatening, don't we, for the next one? To sort of
Yeah.
mooted Dad's army sort of
Yeah, I
possibility.
think we're gonna do Dad's Army, won't we?
Yeah.
So we've done Only Fools, we've done One Foot,
Done 1 foot, yeah.
Shepherd's Bush next.
I was going to say, yeah, is there much? I mean, we could do the film locations of Steptoe, couldn't we? I guess. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
London. There's so much, isn't there? There's so much in London you can do, like
Oh,
all the
there's
sitcoms
loads.
as well. You could try and tie in. Yeah.
So I
So
just Harold's he come back from the livestock market, Brahms and List,
yeah, looks like
and
Frankie Barrow's got him into some trouble in
he's done
terms
him
of
again, and he
done him again, and he's come up with a greyhound. So we got a greyhound or a whippet. Yeah, a champion greyhound. There we go.
a tea towel on Harold's head.
I was just noting the bit before with the tea bags. He was like, was he mashing the tea bags or emptying the tea bags out? And again, it's just that
Oh
real
God.
kind of kitchen sink image, isn't it?
They do
Yeah,
used to do that,
grime.
didn't they? They do the tea bags in the pot they'd reuse.
Ah,
They'd get,
what's
a good
what's the
few
line
more
in
cups out of it.
what's the line in Rising Damp when he's talking to the restaurant manager? Because he said, "Oh, used to have a tea stall on the
Oh
market.
yeah.
It was Charlie's job to dash underneath the tea." underneath the hot
quickly.
water as quick as he can. Because it's that idea that you can make a tea bag last about 10 cups of tea if you can.
Yeah, yeah, guys, he roasts him there, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
He goes. I can see you now standing next to those curly sandwiches.
Curly
He goes. I can
sandwiches.
see why you're attached to them. They're in your family long enough.
Yeah. Where
Was
were
it? He
you?
said.
Where were you? You were behind that concealed wall in the loft
Yeah,
or
they
something,
were-
weren't you? when the army Taliban came around.
what did he say that when the American GIs worked out half a crime wasn't a tanner or something? He goes, they were livid. He's like ripping them off.
Oh, so good.
So I think Harold's bought a steak for the dog.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Is there mashing the tea bags, and buying steak for the dog?
God, it's.
So he's paid £200.
Where's he got that from? Then? So he had the 90, didn't he? I guess is it on tick? I
So
guess
it's on
maybe.
tick, yeah. He's got to
Right,
pay by the
yeah,
end of the
yeah.
week or something to
Ah,
Frankie Barra.
I mean, this could work either way, couldn't it? It could be. Oh, the dog's wet himself on Albert's slippers.
Oh, that's horrible, that.
Not
Smell of that.
nice. So on location here, this is. It looks a bit like Wembley, but it can't be Wembley, can it?
There's some dog track in it. I think
Yeah, somewhere in London.
I know they had one at Catford at one time, but
Okay. Yeah.
I've never
Oh,
been
is
to
it
a dog
White
track in
City?
my life.
Might be White City, I think.
Oh,
That
it could
rings a
be,
bell.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Have you,
rings
have
a
you
bell.
ever seen a
Dog
dog
tracks.
track? I don't think. Do they still?
Yeah. Funny enough, Nottingham nearby to where I live has got a dog track.
Oh, okay.
But I've been down there with work, or previous work a long time ago, and evening
Yeah.
with the dogs, sort of having a meal and a bet and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's still
I'm
fairly
surprised it's
popular.
not one of those things now, because I suppose they don't mistreat the dogs, but it's a bit like,
No,
with
no, no.
the horse
Yeah,
racing, they protest against it. And
yeah, that's true actually. Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't sort of stopped it, but I don't know if there's one in Cardiff, but I've never seen one in my life.
We've got electric hair. We've got the Harold with his stopwatch, and predictably, their dog is stuck inside,
Yeah, it's not
refusing to
going
come
anywhere.
out. Isn't that a one foot in the grave joke as well, where he's on about Limpy Briddock got his shoelace stuck in an electric dog track
Yeah, that's it.
thing?
Yeah, it is.
Like, basically, yeah,
That's how he
completely took his
develops the
leg off or
limp.
something. That's it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was just working that through my brain. I knew I'd heard that joke somewhere about electric hair and dog track,
Yeah,
but the rate those things go round. I mean, yeah, that's a very Del Boy like sheepskin coat we've got from
yeah, it is, isn't it? He's dressed up for
Young
the
Harold.
track.
Yeah,
Do you know what Albert called him then?
a twister.
He called the dog
Oh,
a
sorry.
he called the dog a wanker.
Really?
Yeah, if you listen to it, he's sort of, as they're walking up slowly, he goes, "He's a wanker," and you can just about hear it.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
I heard something really weird that in America the word wanker doesn't mean a thing, and
No,
they
it doesn't.
they don't find it rude or anything. So you know, like
It's
it's referenced and stuff. And
I suppose it's like
yeah,
shagging or anything. They don't.
yeah, that's it.
Doesn't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I again just so it's interesting in it our language. Some things are common, some things aren't. But yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that because you wouldn't have had like the series. You couldn't get bleeding for a
Oh,
while,
mate, you
could we?
couldn't get
So
bleeding, let alone that. But then you'd expect, for to be completely realistic, you'd have that language, wouldn't you? It would slip
yeah,
in
yeah,
every now and then, and
yeah.
stronger
That's true.
probably as well.
I mean, it's a dog track in London, so he's not going to be.
Yeah, this is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's funny what sort of passes as prime time comedy and what's grittier these days, and yeah, what kind of what you get away with, I suppose, these days as well now. But
So I'm having a look as well. We talked about like around about this time that they were doing like it was two series, and it was the films, and then outside of it they were doing other things. Well, Wilford Bramble, I didn't realise he even brought out an album.
oh, did he? Oh wow!
Yeah,
Oh,
and it
fair
was
play
it's
to him.
called Time Marches On.
Folks like us can't understand why the money in your hand doesn't seem to go as far today. It's bad enough to pay the bills without them changing all the tills. Decimals, why don't you go away?
Yeah.
So hopefully, if I can find it by the time I'm editing it, I'll put it in the background of this. But we brought out one of the songs called the Decimal Song that I was listening to. Of course, it was about Britain decimalisation.
Yeah.
It's strange because he sort of sings it in Albert's voice, but it's sort of not. It's quite strange, but yeah, it's called Time Marches On. I know you're a big fan of your LPs, mate.
Oh, mate, no, that'd be worth a listen to. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, worth having as well. Imagine that.
You can get a Steptoe and Son record, I'm sure, of like.
Yeah, was that early '60s?
Yeah, so that'd be probably quite rare now, I guess. But
yeah, definitely. Yeah. But just to show he never stopped working, Wilfred Brattle. He was bringing out music.
Well, I guess that's probably what got him the gig over in Broadway, wasn't it, as well? The fact he could sing.
Yeah. Was it Kelly? I think it was called Kelly.
Yeah. Is there much about this in the
Robert Ross?
Robert Ross, thank you for that, mate.
Yeah. Do you know what? I didn't notice a great deal in there. I did re-listen to David Clayton's book, the audio book.
Yeah.
That's where I got the information about the the album he brought out.
Yeah.
There's a good bit now in the Bakers.
Butchers, aren't we?
Butchers, beg your pardon. Yeah.
It's all right.
So I think that's Richard Davis, if my memory's right.
Yeah, that's a nice bit of meat. Yeah, like that cut. Show us. Oh, yeah, very nice. How much?
£2.50, sir.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry about that. How much did you say?
£2.50, sir.
I don't want it.
What do you mean you don't want it?
Can't afford it. Give us a half pound of sausages.
You're not going to put that meat back, are you?
Well,
But it just coughed all over it.
Well, yes, I know.
Try to sell that, I shall report you to the health authorities.
I'll give you 35p.
50.
37 and a half.
I hope you will enjoy it, sir.
Oh, it's not for me. It's for the dog. Afternoon, ladies.
Yeah, I'm looking at him thinking. So he's in Please Sir, isn't he?
Yes.
And he's also in 1 Foot Monday Morning Will Be Fine. He's the angry.
Oh God, yes. Steve Posnet.
Yeah, Steve Posnet. Old school friend of mine.
You'd remember him, Steve.
Great bit, that, isn't it? Yeah.
It's
I remember he was a right
awkward
bastard
victories.
now, as I remember him.
Yeah, he goes, yeah. I just love how awkward Victor is. He's there going, oh, what'd you do there? Do you admit that
What'd you
you're
do?
in? Or...
And then Margaret can't admit it because she's obviously said that Victor's ill in hospital, so she's like kind of playing along with it. And,
Poxy Gaskell.
Poxy Gaskell, that's it.
There's some names, isn't it?
Oh, so good.
You'd remember him, Steve.
People thought you two looked alike at one time.
That's what I would say, yeah.
There's a big drawing of him in the girls' toilets. I can see it to this day.
Yeah. It's awkward. I had somebody call me the wrong name the other week. It was in front of Jem, and they kept calling me Adam, but I couldn't correct
them. Mate? What can you do if it's gone on? If you've not done it in the first 30 seconds,
yeah, it was too late.
It's too late, isn't it? It's past that point. But if that person's talking, you don't want to cut them off either. So.
You don't want to go, look, half an hour back, you got my name wrong.
Yeah, you got my name wrong. It just makes it so awkward, doesn't it? But...
Who's Adam?
I've not had that. I've had people talk to me and I don't know who they are, but they remember me. That happens a bit like with like being a teacher, like ex-students.
Yeah,
they'll talk to you. And
I bet you get it a lot with kids, don't you?
Yeah, you're looking at them going, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. It's like I probably taught 4,000 students over the time now, but
yeah. Because that, do
Crazy.
you know what, that'd be gutted because you always remember your teachers, don't you? You remember
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and then you go back and you
yeah.
think they always remember you, but they probably don't. You know, there's so many.
So many, mate. It's hard. Yeah.
Uh,
So the greyhound's gone walkies. Literally legged it, haven't they? And got the old man not looking too concerned.
no. So the grey, he's done like 5 miles in no time at all, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
He's just,
yeah. So what's he eating there? Looks. Oh,
I
he's come
think,
back home.
yeah, yeah. I'm loving Harold's Adidas tracksuit and a woolly hat.
I mean, that's some style, isn't it? That's
Massive. I'm
yeah,
sure that's
product
back in
placement.
fashion.
Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, so Harold now realizes that because the dog has ran like 5 miles in no time,
yeah.
that he thinks he's broken a record, so he's seeing pound signs now. But as we learn, the dog has got a problem. It's his eyesight.
So they've constructed some sort of cage, haven't they, for him
Yeah.
to be dragged along on? Yeah.
I don't understand it. Look, all dogs chase things, surely. I mean, we know he can run. Look, back to rabbit. You're supposed to chase it. You're a dog. One last go. Seize it. Now over there, you dog, pillock. Maybe you're blind or something. That's it. I'll bet that's it. He can't see a bleeding thing.
Put your toes on you now. Wait till you get your ears over. That's right. Now, that's it. You see anything? Oh, well, try another bit, shall we? Yeah. How about these ones? These are nice. They're gold. That's it. Right here. How about these then? Oh, that's a lovely frame. Yeah, and it matches your coat.
Get him on. You'll be unbeatable. He can see. He can see.
They won't let them race wearing glasses.
Not glasses. Contact lenses. Ready? Go!
Yeah.
He got it! He got it! He can If you run that dog, I'll murder you!
Would if Wolf Bramble got extra money for having to ride that bike? You know, it's danger money.
Yeah, I was thinking that because he's proper riding that bike, and
It is, isn't it? It's definitely him.
it's not a stunt mine, and he's getting
No.
on.
Yeah, yeah. Suppose in those days people just did it, didn't they? Like there was no
Yeah,
not
and
much of a
there's no
union
weight
thing
to him.
to stop
He
him.
looks quite
That's
fit.
it.
doesn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah, that's it. So I guess they're simulating the hair, aren't they? By the old man going around on the bike.
Yeah. Wonder where that was filmed, because that'd be interesting to go back there. I wonder what park that was.
Yeah, I bet that doesn't look much different now. I mean, the great thing about looking at locations, some people say, is like trees. Trees don't really change much.
Yeah,
So you can
fixed
like
points.
spot something, yeah. Like if you're trying to find a skyline or something, or trees and mountains and stuff. Obviously, no mountains in this one, but yeah. Like I've seen some stuff. Like I'm a big fan of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly and stuff like that. And they've gone back
Yeah.
and found the locations from that just by hills and like tree, and landscape landmarks. So,
It's a good point on it. And where they're sat now by the fence.
I've seen this image on a still somewhere. It must be on like the back of the DVD or something. I'm guessing because this image of them sat with the dog and Harold in that tracksuit is familiar. Yeah, so they got some glasses. Oh, the old man's glasses. That's a nice hark back to the. Is it going to the cinema episode where he's
Oh, yeah.
makes him look through the glasses case to find which glasses to wear.
So I like this bit though, where it's basically a massive sale, isn't it, in the yard?
Yeah, that's on the first, isn't it, for them? They've not really ever done that before.
A lot of extras there.
I was going to say, yeah, they've blown the budget on this one, haven't they? But, oh, mate, that trying on the jackets there just reminded me of Phoenix Nights, where someone sells Jerry's clothes.
Oh yeah, he sells his clothes on the jumble. Yeah,
on the jumble, doesn't he?
it's like his jumper is almost like Richard Whiteley countdown
Yeah,
jumper,
it
and
is,
it's
isn't it?
like
Yeah. It's got a weird sort of shape and pattern on it. The thing is, you see it happen, and you don't really twig on at first what's happened until later on. Jerry says, "Someone sold me clothes on the jumble."
yeah, I stood here like a gay Satan. And they're selling like charred ashtrays as well, and that you've got
Oh,
Rave On burning around the
that's
back.
so good. That's
He
so
goes,
good.
there remain souvenirs, £4, love.
Yeah. You're just cashing in, aren't you? No, love.
No,
It's
no.
part of the healing process.
Yeah,
Well, I'll have two.
yeah. Brian Potter, he's just like get characters a gift of the gab. He's got it, and
He's
he's like,
fantastic.
Stranraer, do you want to play at my funeral, lads? Because it's coming.
One of my favourite all-time bits is where they got Roy Walker, and the captain stopped him at the door.
Yeah.
And Potter comes through. Oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, he goes,
Captain,
whoa.
Captain.
What's he say?
TV's own Roy Walker. That go through. Can
He
you get
goes,
through?
he stops the mid, and he goes, 20p foot raffle.
That's it. Yeah.
But have you seen the outtakes to that? You see Peter Kay.
Not for a while. Not for a while.
He's wheeling in, and he just cracks up. He goes, "It's too much." Him going 20p foot raffle, and he goes, "It's Roy Walker." TV's own. He's brilliant. And Jerry goes to him, "Are you regular, Brian?" He goes, "Like a Kennedy funeral."
Yeah, you quoted that to me the other day. That's
brilliant.
Brilliant.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's true because there's always some Kennedy funeral.
There is. That's it. One of the most cursed families in history, aren't they?
Yeah, God, it's crazy, but no, Brian Potter. I still think there's a lot of mileage left in him,
mate. Absolutely. Yeah, crying shame, really. Not any more of him.
So they're at the dog track now.
Yeah, we're evening shoot, aren't we? Yeah, they're obviously trying to make some money on hopefully his success, but we'll see. So was that jumble sale to sort of enter him in? Was that the idea, to raise some money?
Yeah, they had to raise money to enter him, and then I think, yeah, it must be that. That's a good point, actually. I never.
And then Frankie Barrow, I'm guessing, is going to take a cut of the winnings. So.
Oh, and it's obviously also to put money on him.
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So they're going to bet on.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of the dog they called him, but they're going to bet as much as they can on him. And of course, you got Harold there puffing, Albert puffing away on those fags that sting. The cheap ones. So they're going to make a fortune out of him. The speed of those dogs, mind.
Oh, it's impressive. Yeah, I seem to remember when I went down to watch it that time. You're like Giddy's little schoolboy, isn't he, Harold? There. He's
so excited, wasn't
he? The old man's puffing away.
He's like a chimney, and he's just.
Oh no, it's come straight to him.
The dog has left the track and jumped on arrows.
Wow, because he spotted him. Oh, I mean, that's.
I wonder that
sweet, but yeah.
Was it the smell of the fags?
I think that, yeah, it must be attracted to him.
Yeah, because he fed him a fag earlier,
didn't he? That's it, yeah. The old man just said, he wanted a cigarette, yeah.
Cigarette. He's like, oh, no. All their money gone on.
1 step forward, 2 steps back in it. Like, they finally got him to run, and now.
It's Del and Rodney, isn't it? All the time, like, get rich quick.
Yeah, that's it.
And the menacing Frankie Barra. What's he driving here? It's not a Rolls, is it?
It was some kind of expensive car, wasn't it? Yeah.
Hello, Harold. Having a few teething troubles? If I was 30 years younger, you'd be having some teething troubles. You knew he wouldn't win. You give us back our money, you twister. We'll have the law on you.
You shut your mouth, old man. Leave this to me, Father. Look, Frankie, although my pater has somewhat crudely overstated our case, I do feel that in the essence what he says is most valid, namely that we've been ripped off. However, I am prepared, under the circumstances, to hand over the dog to you in return for our money back. We'll say no more about it. How does that sound?
Very reasonable. I'll tell you what I'm prepared to do.
Yeah?
You keep the dog.
Yeah?
And I'll keep the money you already paid.
Yeah.
And if the balance, i.e. 160 sheets, is not forthcoming by Saturday week, me and my colleagues will be around beating on your drum with the Wilkinsons freshly stropped. How does that sound?
Very nasty.
Saturday week, all right. Come, gentlemen.
Well, another link to 1973 was this year was the British Leyland launches the Austin Allegro range of
Oh,
3 and
okay,
4-door family saloons.
nice.
So yeah, just seems
You hear
strange. A
you hear
car.
British Leyland mentioned a lot, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Particularly in these sort of like comedies of the time. I mean, you see, I'm guessing it doesn't exist anymore, or it's become like owned by something else. But
That's the thing. So we don't make anything,
no, we
especially
don't.
car-wise in Britain. So
No,
it's, anyone our
shame
age,
in
it's
it.
strange that we make anything in Britain. Like it's,
Yes, it is odd, isn't it?
uh,
It is odd. Yeah, I'd love to know if someone still owns that like coat and hat and scarf setup that because it looks exactly like the one from the TV show, doesn't it? That Albert's wearing.
yeah, it does. I wonder where that. Yeah, it
Because
is. It's,
it'd be interesting to see if anyone's preserved it or like took it.
and
Because
the little red necktie.
yeah, we were mentioning about the Museum of Comedy, weren't we? In fact, there's one in London. The sorts of things, costumes from sitcoms would be
It's like the
great
beer.
to
I
see.
think we worked out the beer.
Yeah,
The beer is
yeah.
in a museum in London somewhere.
Right, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what you want, isn't it? Yeah.
Preserved.
I like that. He had he had a tin hidden inside the wall.
The
He's a
way he rips it
plunger.
off with the plunger as well.
Oh, speaking of the bear, he's got something
Ah,
on the bear, so the back of the bear, isn't it?
oh god, so we've never seen that before. Have we? He sticks his hand
No,
up the bear's
no.
bum.
And he's got like a false step on the floor, and
Yeah,
he's
he
all the
turns
hiding
the
places.
banister, opens the step.
It's a bit like Dell hiding the money in the telephone, isn't
Yeah, yeah.
it? Busby sent it down the line.
Busby, yeah. Oh, he's looking in the lavatory cistern.
Oh,
So we work out now. Albert's got life insurance then.
yep. So that's again completely original. I haven't seen that in the TV show. So yeah.
Yeah, and he says, what was he married to? Married to somebody else before Harold's mum?
So as this, yeah, it's a sort of like a risky scheme, isn't it? To pretend you're dead, but I
Yeah,
suppose
very,
ultimately
innit?
it might pay off.
It is a very Steptoe-esque scheme, though, isn't it?
Yeah, true, true.
See, Harold now he's just got pound signs. Just sees 1,000 quid. It's like Hammer House of Horror now.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, all the knives and stuff behind him. Yeah, could always do what Ronnie does in LOLO, where they have to pretend to shoot him. So he says he's his brother. He's come
Yeah,
back
he
as
keeps coming back, doesn't
his
he?
twin brother or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we were saying about that when we about how it's just like hello, it's bad, but it's so good.
Oh,
It's sort of
mate. Yeah,
like
it's just
dreadful acting, but that's
yeah,
what makes it funny, and it
it's almost
makes
like
no
like
sense.
like a pastiche of like almost like the Carry On type films and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, very much in those vein, isn't it? But yeah, a bit like a pantomime, isn't it? Sort of everyone
that's it.
has their
Yeah,
catchphrase, everyone has the thing that they do, and come out and you
oh,
get to see the same thing each week, but it's great.
you stupid woman. You see that? His
Yeah.
wife always catches him with one of the waitresses. He
Always
goes, "You
catches it up to
stupid
no good,
woman."
one of the waitresses.
Yeah,
What I want to know is what those waitresses see in him. Because the
yeah,
best one in the world, Gordon Kay, bless him.
yeah. I know.
He was no, Robert Redford, was he? So
No,
I
no,
think that's the
no.
joke, isn't it? That like this kind of
But they were all
slightly
after him, weren't they? All the waitresses
balding,
are lusting
overweight
after him, and
French waiter was just this sex symbol.
yeah, literally every single one was all over
Oh,
him.
yeah. Bit of convincing needed from Harold, the old man, to go ahead with this scheme.
It does look barren in that house now, doesn't it? They've sold everything off.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You can imagine, like, I wish they'd have just preserved that and just kept
Mm,
it,
mm.
you know, and that yard. That'd be incredible, wouldn't it? I'd pay to go in there and
I'd
see
pay to
that.
go there. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then I suppose with property in London worth so
Oh, yeah,
much.
yeah. You wouldn't. It
I
would
mean,
be worth.
then it looks like a slum there now, doesn't it? But
I bet it's some executive flats now,
apartments,
or
yeah.
apartments, or yeah, yeah, yeah.
So is this the Skinner's Arms right now?
Yeah, it must be. I mean, we've been down
Ah,
there virtually, haven't we? For every episode we've done this, but
never used a payphone there like that. Whitbread
no,
tankard.
I've never used a payphone in a pub. They don't have them anymore, do they? It used to be a thing in a pub, didn't it? It's a
Yeah.
payphone.
So he's phoning up.
Yeah.
How old is this doctor then if he delivered Harold?
God, yeah, it must be cracking on a bit, yeah.
I mean, he must have been 20s when he delivered Harold, so he'd be well into his 60s now, wouldn't he?
They've found him down the pub.
Yeah, that's always good,
Pissed
isn't
as a fart.
it? He's pissed as a fire. Well, we get a pissed in it. You wouldn't have had that in the series, would you?
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have done, would you? I don't think you've had a fart in there either, would you? It's kind of like,
No, no.
he
Too
says don't do a
vulgar.
doily. He says do a doily cart, doesn't he? Don't do a doily cart, you know.
Yeah.
But that's
Awesome
about
car.
yeah, that's about it, isn't it?
You are speaking of well, we're in the Skinner's Arms here. So a pint of beer, have a guess how much was in 1973?
Today's money, 30p.
14 pence.
Oh gosh, I
So
would have
yeah.
got two then. Yeah,
I mean, you'd be drunk on a on a pound.
drunk on a pound, wouldn't you? Yeah,
Just can't get my head around that. 14 pence for a pint of
that's
beer.
mad, isn't it? It's mad.
God, it does make me laugh. April the 1st that year was when VAT was introduced.
Oh
I mean,
wow,
they were having a laugh bringing it out on April Fool's Day.
gosh, I didn't realise.
VAT.
I thought it'd been around like indefinitely, like forever, but obviously not. Oh,
Well, I think a form of it was, but I mean, you had
okay.
decimalization, but then value-added tax or VAT officially
Yeah.
started that year on April the 1st.
Oh right, nice.
But like I said, April Fool's Day, they're taking a
Nice.
bit really with that.
Yeah, they are. I don't take it seriously at first.
So I think in one of the episodes he refers to it as it being at 8%, whereas what we know
Right, yeah.
20%.
We need Tom here to do a great Arnie impression. Didn't pay
Yeah.
the VAT, Dale.
Yeah, he does a good Arnie, doesn't he? Yeah. What was his
He does a
surname?
great Arnie.
We don't learn his surname, do we? In Only Fools, is Arnie and Pat.
Yeah, Arnie and Pat. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the doctor's turned up.
I mean,
What's he driving there?
It's like, is it a Morris Minor, I think, or something like that? I don't know. I don't know my cars that well, but
He's battered that. He's driven through the gate.
it's had several spray jobs on it, hasn't it? So,
Yeah, God. PXC 454. Yeah, so if you look at him now, when he's in Frasier, which I think is early 2000s, maybe late 90s, he doesn't look much older. That's what
right.
threw me.
Yeah.
But I suppose he's made up to look older there and then made up to look
Yeah,
younger in
yeah.
Frasier. So
Those glasses aren't doing him any favors.
no, they're not helping him see. But no, he's a good actor, Milo O'Shea.
Right, yeah.
He plays so he's Dr. Popplewell in this.
Okay. So they've picked him because he can't see well, and he's going to hope with the ruse that Albert's passed away in order to claim this life insurance. So, yeah.
£1,000.
I mean, in Steptoe world, this is doomed to go wrong in it, but
Yeah. I think he's seeing more than double this doctor. Look at those glasses.
I mean, that milk bottles, aren't they? God.
God, does he do any welding?
Yeah. I mean, this was a time when doctors did home visits, wasn't it? Like,
Oh, I know that's
gosh,
another thing. This
that's
ended, isn't it? I
long
mean,
gone, long gone. That is now.
you
Isn't
try
it?
getting to see a GP, let
Oh,
alone getting
that's
them to
it,
come
innit?
out.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
They literally now, I think I don't know how you see a doctor because if it's something trivial, they tell you send you to a pharmacist. If it's
Right.
something serious, they send you to the hospital. So it's
Yeah.
like, and I think being male as well, they just don't want to see you. It's
Oh no. I mean, ours is very much about you have to do a phone call first before they'll even,
get through the receptionist.
get through receptionist if you've got, the gift of the gab, you can get past them. And then the doctor will call you back usually about 2 hours later. And then if they think it's worth you going in. I mean, I guess that does filter out a few things that could be dealt with on the phone.
Yeah, no, I do agree. Like there are a lot of like, it's people that will go there all the time.
Oh, mate,
thing. You
without
think,
doubt.
"Oh."
I try and avoid it if
Yeah, I'm the same. It's the last thing I do is go to the doctors. I'd have
Yeah,
to do.
this is it.
So we've got Dr. Popplewell now taking the Albert's pulse, but the arm is a plastic mannequin.
This mannequin in it, yeah.
I like the way they put the fingerless gloves on him though. Good touch.
Make it realistic, yeah. It's got a slight look of John McCurrick there, like with the sort of the hat and the sparkly tie and
Stick him in a deer
glasses.
stalker.
Yeah. I can't believe he's in Frasier, man. That's blown my mind. That's
Yeah, I'll
you
try
don't
and
associate like a 70s
no.
sitcom film and a 90s American sitcom. It's yeah.
Yeah, like I said, even the era, it just doesn't sort of, isn't it? Milo O'Shea. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find out what episode he was in. Yeah, he was in the episode. Sorry, it was 1995.
Oh, right, okay,
And
yeah.
he's Dr. Shachter or Shachter.
So a good 22 years after this film, then, yeah.
Yeah, I just never. And he plays a therapist,
Right, okay,
and he
yeah,
sort of tries to help Fraser Niles, I think it is. Yeah, I haven't seen
yeah,
it for years,
yeah.
but and he just gives up on him in the end because they're just arguing.
All right, nice, yeah.
But again, he wouldn't, like I said, he wouldn't put 20 years between, well, 22 years between those two shows.
I started watching Frasier. I should have stuck with it. It wasn't. I disliked it. I just sort of watched other things for it. I remember one I was
Yeah.
watching where they take over a restaurant because it's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
the
yeah.
owner,
Yeah.
and they end up does it end up sacking the waiter, the bar, the chef or
Yeah.
whatever.
They
Yeah, it's
I
really good.
think I think I said this on Three Caminos, but a friend of mine lent me the VHS.
Oh wow. Okay.
The
Yeah.
first two seasons. This is back when we were in school, and he
Yeah.
said you'll like this. He said just watch it, you'll like it. And
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
seen bits of it, and I thought it looks a bit snooty to me. I thought it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks a bit like snot toffee nose. But I watched
Yeah.
it, and I obsessed with it. It was just
Right. Yeah.
he's so intelligent and clever, and
That's it.
they're basically brainy people doing stupid things and making
Mm.
mistakes. And Fraser, he's a psychiatrist, obviously, but he's as human as anyone, and
Yeah. Yeah.
he's just a hopeless romantic. But
Yeah.
then you got Martin, his dad, who's
His dad. Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so good in it because you've
It's,
got
quite
he's
cynical,
like
isn't he? And
he's like
yeah.
an everyman normal guy, and you got Fraser
Yeah.
really snooty and
Yeah.
drinking sherry, and then Martin just sipping beer and
And then you got is it the living housemaid who's
yeah, Daphne,
like a
yeah,
British actress, wasn't she? Yeah.
yeah. The mad thing is because like the guy who plays Martin was originally born in Manchester, but
All right.
he was
Oh,
raised in
nice.
America, so
Okay.
his American
Yeah.
accent, so he can do a better British accent than the actress who plays Daphne.
That's
Because
amazing.
there's this one where he does an impression as part of the the episode, and
Yeah.
I've seen it over and over. It's brilliant. It cracks me up because it's a better accent than she does.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I think they've got a death certificate now of Dr. Popperwell.
Yeah, he's convinced. I mean, I think the dog just pull off the mannequin's arm, so he's
Yeah.
convinced that's it. Like, yeah, but he's about to fall down the stairs, isn't he? I mean, that's someone who's turned up at the Steptoe's house and not had a drink, whereas we know,
Yeah.
the tax man, yeah, the AT man.
Yeah.
They gave him a drink on purpose, didn't they?
They get him. Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. I brought my car outside.
Yeah. You're right getting home. Yeah. He's singing Jerusalem, isn't he?
Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant.
So I like the way now Harold's trying to back him out as if he's got half the yard on his bloody bonnet.
Harold? Come and undo me. Harold! Where are you? Come and undo me.
You stole my body. I want my body. Give me my body back. I want my body. It's my body. I'm coming in to get it. Dad? Dad? You all right? Dad!
Wait.
What?
Yeah, not bad. Nice and roomy. Very comfortable.
I can stay in there if you like. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's very nice. Could have been made for me.
Oh, news for you. It was. I had it in the yard for a couple of years, waiting for you to shoot off. I had a bit of spare cash handy, so I thought I'd get in before the prices went up.
You had a bit of spare cash handy, so you bought me a coffin.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. What was it for, me birthday or Christmas?
Well, if you don't like it, the man said I can always change it when the time comes.
Right, morbid, aren't you? Other sons buy their father's gold watches and cigarette cases. You give me a coffin.
Well, at least I got you a good one. Look at that.
That bit is really creepy.
That is, isn't it? That mannequin. Something about mannequin faces. I'm a bit of a kind of old classic Doctor Who, and there's some villains called the Autons. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they are
No,
like
no.
shop. They are shop dummies that come to life. Just really freaky. Just this idea, isn't it, that human form.
Yeah, it's when you see him in stock rooms at night or something. It's so strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
I did see you can get moving ones now for the ones that, when they're trying to advertise like sports gear.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So
interesting.
you can have ones with
Yeah.
like the legs are running and they're wearing shorts.
See, that's funny because Are You Being Served used to parody that all the time. They used to have like one with a bra where the bra things would light up. The nipple bit would light up and stuff. But it was always like a joke that it went wrong. But that's what's funny.
So that like Harold D, he's got a massive long pole and he's put the white mannequin head on top of it and he's bashing the window on Albert's bedroom. I mean, that's terrifying.
That is, isn't it? I must admit, mate, I do like a practical joke like that. I've done that a few times. It's not that exact thing, but
Yeah.
I remember once being very mischievous and decided to wind Alex up. So I got one of us. I think I got like a soft toy or something, tied it onto a bit of rope, dangled it out the window. I was just swinging it backwards and forwards out of the window. Oh dear.
Oh God.
I should grow up, really, shouldn't I?
No, it's brilliant. I love it. The scarier the better.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, so I wonder where they got this coffin from then. 'Cause it fits Albert perfectly, doesn't it?
Yeah, got his date of birth there, 1901.
Oh, okay.
February the 14th, February the 10th, 1901.
See, I think that's a bit fluid in this as well, because I'm sure his birth date changes.
Yeah. Well, he was 65 in the series in the 60s, isn't he? So,
Because this point, he'd be what, 72 then?
yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, you do wonder. I bet they went and got a coffin made to the size of Wilfred Ramble, and
yeah. And I mean, the budget would have been
yeah,
unlimited for this because they made so much money on the first one.
that's it.
They have kept the skeleton though, haven't they? Like everything else.
That's it. Yeah, no one wanted that. But
yeah. And then we got Frankie Barrett in it with his heavies.
oh gosh.
They might think we're persona non grata. I like it when he says that.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't know what it meant. Is that a different door? I think it's different to the.
Yeah, it looks it, doesn't it, from the exterior shot?
Do you know what, that aerial around? Because if you look in the background now, because it's an actual. It's not a set, is it?
No,
That's
it's
on location. So,
on location,
and that looks like absolute dire slums. Whereas now, I bet these £1 million properties there.
Yeah, easily, mate. Easily. Yeah.
That's one thing you'd never predict, would it? Well, I couldn't, like in those days.
No, that's it. If you bought a house in London in
God.
the post-war 50s and 60s, yeah, how much that's
It's like with Only Fools with Peckham, isn't it? Like the gentrification.
Oh yeah, gentrification. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, John
Peckham
Sullivan
was rough as
onto it,
guts, wasn't it? That's why he said Only Fools there, because he was rough as anything.
Yeah, but no, it's very desirable now, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, the forethought of these people who bought a couple of properties in, a rough area London in the 80s or 70s.
Yeah. Reaping reward now, aren't they? That's it.
Good God, yeah.
Oh, we got someone at work who she's from London, but she came up here just because it's cheaper. She just couldn't afford to live in London anymore.
Yeah, a friend of mine did that. A girl I was in school with.
Right.
We sort of reconnected about 6 years ago, and
yeah,
I hadn't seen her since we were in, primary school, I think. And she
lived
in London with her partner, and
Yeah.
they had to leave because they're both on a good wage.
Yeah.
They're
That's it.
both earning, but it's just one enough.
It's just not enough now. So
It's
no, I've no desire to move there, mate. I don't enjoy going there. About taking the
yeah,
tubes
no,
on the
I'm the
trip there
same.
soon, but yeah,
I like visiting, but it's no, good God, I couldn't cope with all the
nah.
stress and
So they're going to weigh the coffin down with some old iron, scrap bits. Was that a bollocked? Sure, it was, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, honest, yeah.
that should bollock up some archaeologists in a few years' time. Because they'll dig
I,
it up thinking it's old or something.
I bet they love the freedom of this because some of it feels
Yeah,
ad-libbed, doesn't it? Some of
yeah.
it
I
really
bet. I
feels.
bet that's it. But yeah, all you got to get through is the British censor, and that's it. So the odd swear word is going to be fine compared with the
And if you
BBC.
think like the nudity in the first one and everything, that first
Yeah,
film,
yeah.
that was quite. So they've shoved the
Oh,
dog and Albert upstairs now.
they've really toned it down, haven't they? This one, but so we've got a line up there, haven't we, of faces? Bill Maynard
Yeah,
on the
who have we got?
left,
Bill Maynard. We've got Neil McCarthy,
Neil McCarthy.
Sam Kidd.
Yeah,
Then we've got George Tovey.
that's right. Yeah.
Because his son is Russell
Oh,
Tovey.
of course. Yeah, the name Toby, and he's got the ears as well, hasn't he? He's got his dad's
Yeah.
ears.
So good acting pedigree. But I can remember as a kid, all my dad ever said, because I remember him as Greengrass, sorry, Bill Maynard as Greengrass in
Yeah.
Heartbeat. And all my dad ever used to say was that he won the lottery years ago and he'd give it all away.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently he
right.
won the National Lottery, all the pools, I suppose it was, and he
Oh,
didn't
right.
want it,
Wow.
so he give it all to charity.
He's an interesting actor because he's like you say, you see him in Heartbeat, and you think of like a rough Yorkshireman, but he's a Londoner, isn't he? And you
Yeah,
see him in some of these films now, and he's very different. But he
yeah.
had his own show. He had two shows. He had one called The Governor, and then one called Oh No, It's Selwyn Froggatt.
Yeah,
Um,
Selwyn Froggatt. I
yeah,
remember
which I've
doing
not watched actually, but I wouldn't
no,
mind
I remember
watching
doing
it.
the
But
cryptic clue for it.
oh yeah, of course you did. That's
On the
right.
Three
Yeah.
Caminos, but
That's
it
right.
was
Yeah.
I'd never seen it, but I
Yeah.
do like this bit because you've got the four the Totters or rag and boatmen come round and they sort of realising that their way of life is coming to an
Mm,
end,
mm.
and that how Albert was one of the original Totters, so they want to give him a good send off, even though they've got to scrape
Yeah.
together money themselves. They come
Oh,
around
it's
with a
nice, isn't
wreath.
it?
It's just like yeah, it's touching. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't see it now, I suppose. It's
No. That's it. There's not that loyalty anymore, is there? There's not that
uh,
kinship between people.
A quiet funeral, just immediate family, but we don't.
No, look, Harold. Our way of life is disappearing fast. I mean, look all around you. They're tearing down all the houses. They're putting up them flats. They're building on all the yards. There won't be none of us left soon, mate. Your father. Now, he was one of the oldest tottlers in the business. He could remember the old days.
He's right, Harold. My father's gone. Percy's dead, he's dead.
My old dad's gone to Welling Garden City. None of the nippers going up on the plank.
Yeah, he's right. See, it's practically all over. Now, listen, this might be the last chance we ever have of seeing a real traditional tottler's funeral. So let's do it in style.
yeah, and they're thinking, oh, this is why they're burying Albert on the quiet because he's got no money. I mean, that is true, but
Yeah.
he's upstairs with the dog.
He's not dead, is he? Yeah.
Yeah. What else was he in, that Neil McCarthy guy?
The tall guy's talking to you now.
Yeah.
I recognise him from an episode of Some Mothers Do Have Them, where
Okay.
Frank goes to stay at a hotel and ends up trashing the hotel, but he's the hotel manager,
Yeah.
Mr. Bedford. Yeah, that's.
I think he was. I recognise him from Zulu.
Oh, okay, not seen Zulu.
I'm sure he was in. Have you?
Sadly, not, mate. No.
Oh God,
No.
I missed that.
Yeah. No. I think that's. I
I
know what
thought
it is. Just things
that'd
with
be a good film.
with war and things like that. I'm just not that bothered. Yeah, I don't know why. I've never been a.
No,
Like Game of
it's a
Thrones and
classic
stuff like
film.
that, I've
I mean,
never.
I don't know about watching it now. But it's a classic film. Watching it as a kid in the sort of 90s, and
Yeah.
it's yeah, because it was about some of the
Oh, yeah, it
that,
wasn't Zulu. Yeah, Private Thomas and Zulu.
that battalion, the South Wales battalion, was where I'm from. and there's
Oh,
people
okay.
there's people from my hometown that died in that conflict, and they sort
Oh,
of
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
there's plaques and things up from but the Zulu conflict, but yeah, Michael Caine, it made him, didn't it? So
Yeah, so I know it from. No, Michael Caine was in it. Yeah.
yeah, he was also in. He says he was in Catweasel, Neil
Oh,
McCarthy,
okay.
Where Eagles Dare, another good film.
From Lincoln. That's up the road from me. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
there you go.
Nice.
Was he in the Avengers? Or
Yes, I
into
think so.
yeah, he's got like once you've seen his face, you never
He's
forget that
very
was who
distinctive, isn't he? Yeah.
yeah.
He was also in the
Yeah.
George and Mildred film. I was watching that recently, the film version of that show. He was in that. So
Yeah.
I knew I'd seen him in something recently.
I like the monologue now a bit, they want to help him out and give him a good send off, and
Yeah,
how much whiskey is in that? Well, it's not even
yeah.
tea, is it? That's like a royal family.
That is,
You see,
yeah.
what's the episode? Is it? Oh, whose wedding is it?
Oh, Denise's wedding.
Denise's wedding with the.
They're all just down in the whiskey and the
Ah, I'd be drunk as a
brandy.
skunk.
Yeah. And Norma keeps necking it, doesn't she? Oh, you know me, I don't drink.
Oh, I
And,
don't drink. I'll just have a go on, have a
but oh,
small.
yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, she's I'll just have a
Barbara, do you feel there's
brandy.
no piccalilli in this jar?
Oh, who's eating before a wedding?
I know. What's she filling her face for now? All day to fill her face.
Oh, it's so good that episode, isn't it?
I think that no, the first one I ever saw was the one before that where Dave and Denise have a fallout.
Oh God.
It was the repeat. And I was watching it. I was holiday with mum and dad. We were in the caravan watching it. I can remember to this day just howling with laughter. Just I'd never seen anything so funny.
I'm
And the
not
fact
marrying you now, you git.
that's
You can
it.
forget it.
But it's like Jim having his fake heart attack and like,
Yeah.
oh, get them ready, just get them ready. Uh,
Yeah.
Obviously, mate, I fell in love with the Royals after watching that.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I think I timed it right as well because I think the series 2 was just about to start that autumn. So yeah, it was perfect time to watch it.
Yeah, no, it's genius that episode is.
So they've got into some trouble, aren't they? They've actually organised a funeral for him.
Yeah, it's quite. I mean, that's a lot of work, isn't it? So for them
That
to
is, yeah.
do that at short notice.
See, I don't remember this. I can't remember how they get out of this now. It's just going to be genuinely intriguing.
Oh, it is good. The next bit, really. But again, like you talk about the extras they got in. I mean, wait and see when they're having the wake. It's,
Right, yeah.
it's a proper Londoner sort of knees up, Mother Brown, sort of wake. So they planned it for today, 2:30.
Nice floral wreaths there, aren't there? Giant A.
Yeah. But it's funny because they're doing like an amazing thing, but it's just a pain in the ass for the
Yeah.
Steptoes now because he's obviously not dead.
Oh, it's a bit like Judy, doesn't it? From Wolves and Horses.
Just a bit. Do you notice then how Harold told him how Albert died?
No, I missed that.
Oh, he said why did you tell him I died sitting on the bog?
Oh
Oh
gosh.
God, the old Elvis style.
Ah.
But yeah, so we got the guests coming round now. Oh, I don't think we've seen any of these before, apart from perhaps one or
No.
two.
Well, we've only the Joyce in other roles, haven't we? But
Yeah, she's always
yeah,
brilliant, isn't she?
she is
Luther Joyce.
very reliable.
Yeah, I notice it's a pity, but you don't see Pottiada. I'd love to have
Yeah, it would have
seen
been
her in it.
nice to have brought them in and
Rita Webb. It'd be nice to have seen her.
George as well, George Steptoe. Yeah.
Yeah, the Malcolm Muggeridge of the
Michael
family.
Rich, that's it. Yeah.
But I suppose it might not have been available.
Nah.
They've even
See the
brought
bears
crockery
still in the
to the
background,
wake.
isn't it? No, it's the bear still in the background, so they didn't take that either.
No.
The bear and the skeleton. I mean, if I went in, there was a yard sale. That's the first thing I'd have is that bear. But
Yeah, I'd get the beer out of there. And...
be a good talking point. I'd have it in the hallway. It should be good talking points. People come past.
Yeah, hide your money in the rear end.
Yeah, that's what Victor says as well, isn't it? He gets the pig, puts it on the wall.
Yeah.
He wants it as a
Oh yeah,
talking
he does.
point.
Yeah. Margaret hates it, doesn't she?
Oh, that's
But
about Lord of the Flies.
it does stand out a bit of pig's head in the lounge, doesn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have a pig's head. Draw the line.
No, God no. But they nearly give the game away then because Albert came down the stairs. It was. You imagine that going to someone's wake and then they walk down the stairs.
Horrendous.
Speaking of sort of 70s actors, I don't know if you got it, mate, but I emailed you. Do you remember?
Sorry, I did get it. Yeah, the plank.
Yeah, I talked about the plank, with Eric Sykes. Well, I didn't realise until I saw it on YouTube that was the 60s. That was with Eric Sykes and Tommy Cooper. But then they did a 1979 TV version with Arthur Lowe.
So I've watched the 60s one then with Tommy Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It was on
these
Redbox a while ago.
Well, Harry H. Corbett is in. I don't know if he's in both actually, but he's definitely in the TV version. He's driving the van, but I thought it was strange because he had Joanna Lumley with him.
Oh, okay.
Which is another link to.
Yeah.
Obviously, she played Bunty. But yeah, it's worth watching that because the end is really clever.
Right. Yeah, I remember enjoying the one with Eric Sykes in. Definitely.
It was silent, really. It's just.
That's
just
it. It was
plank,
like a homage to the Lauren Hardys and Buster Keatons and
So we got Frank Thornton turn up now in a black suit.
Sitcom royalty.
Yeah, God.
Taking the champagne out of the toilet. Oh dear.
So he's come to sort out the insurance.
So actually, we've got an inside toilet. That's a step up for the Steptoe, isn't it?
Oh God, yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah.
We've still got the toilet paper, old newspaper up there, haven't they? But
I like Luther Joyce's concern there because he goes into the toilet with Harold goes into the toilet with Frank Thornton, and she says, "Harold, find yourself a nice girl."
So are we getting the impression that the payoff's not worked out then?
No. So we worked out the insurance payout is the fact that Albert hasn't told him yet, but he was married before Harold's mum.
Oh yeah, of course.
So when Harold went off to the army, Albert married a young 18-year-old.
Right.
She was even younger than Harold was. So the payment would go to her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So all this scheming and pretending to be dead, and they're not going to get a penny.
It's been a waste of time, hasn't it?
Yeah, complete waste of time. But we do get you dirty old man.
You dirty old man.
Which I imagine probably got a cheer from the audience at the time.
Yeah.
Peak Steptoe fame, isn't it?
Definitely.
So it's interesting with stuff like this. You got a giant cast. How do you direct them all? You basically just tell them to behave like you're a bit of a party.
Yeah.
But how do people? I've done a bit of acting on stage. I told you, and we were told to just do what you think your character would do. But it's hard, isn't it, to keep something like that going, particularly if you're filming.
Especially when you've got 5 or 6 or even more established, brilliant,
that's it.
character actresses and actors.
No one's there to watch you, but you've got to make it look real, haven't you? So. Yeah.
And they're not individually directing all of them, are they? They're saying, just act like you're at a Cockney funeral.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Just I wonder if they gave them real ale, just told to film it. Obviously,
I always wonder that in films. Yeah, do they give them real alcohol? I think sometimes they do.
Well, go back to the first film, the football club. Clearly they did, didn't they? And that was the problem, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were pissed as farts in that one. That was the issue, but. I think
with the old man being put back in the coffin.
Yeah. Harold screwing the lid down.
Just to lob all the iron out the window. It's brilliant.
He's still got the cigarette in his mouth, though.
No, it's not very believable, is it, for a corpse?
So that's nice. When we've got them, it's about 5 horse and carts set up with all the wreaths.
Nice.
It's quite a nice sort of lineup. So they're trying to now. The idea is now that Harold's going to say, "Oh, I can hear something," and then they're going to open the coffin, and Albert's going to sort of pop back to life.
Well, I get the impression this is going to end badly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're all. If you have a look at it, that's a proper party on the go now, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah,
There's dancing as well. So.
yeah. Thing is, he can now hear everything, can't he? So everyone's slagging him off. He's
Yeah.
inside
They're going, he always was a miserable old git.
the.
Yeah, Harold's going, can you hear something? They're going, no.
Yeah.
They think he's sort of like, it's the grieving process.
That's it, isn't it? Queen's Park Rangers, I'm guessing. About Rangers.
Yeah, it's got to be in it.
That part of London, yeah.
They don't want to cop the rush hour.
That's a line from Bottom, isn't it? Eddie, if I die,
Yeah.
you promise you won't scatter my ashes on the Queen's Park Rangers football ground.
Yeah.
No,
you feel like you're watching QPR.
Yeah.
It was easy. So, oh
Uh,
God, Harold, he's got a nice sort of suit on, Harold, and then they're whacking that Del Boy coat on with a black armband. And then you got the pallbearers here. I mean, they're half cut.
they've had it, haven't they?
Have you ever, like, I know it's a personal quest, I suppose, but have you ever been a pallbearer and
Yes,
carried
I have, mate. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Did my auntie's. It was bizarre because we'd had no training or practice. It was weird.
No.
It was just we just turned up and we knew we were doing it. But I
Yeah.
thought we might have a little run through, but the Undertakers were great. They were just like, yeah, just literally hold it there. And because there's 6 of you, it was fine. But
Yeah. It's a lot harder than you think. Like you see them, I just watch them out. They're sort of falling all over the yard, but
yeah,
it's like they don't tell you about when you're lowering the
no, that's it.
casket as well.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to not hold the I suppose what do you call it? Not rope, but it's sort of like
Yeah. I know what you mean.
yeah, binding, I suppose it's called. But
That's
yeah,
it.
there's a certain way to do it, and you're not told, and it's a
Mm.
bit strange. So yeah, this is what I mean about the extras. I mean, these how many people are there?
Oh,
You got 5 or 6
3 or
horse and
4
carts.
dozen, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, and there's about 8
on for
people on every
40,
car.
50 of them. Yeah.
Do you notice that all the cars on the right is like a original Mini? I think it's a
Yeah.
Morris Minor.
Nice.
Imagine seeing this on the street, like walking. You got
Yeah.
R.H. Corbett jumping back and forth. You got
I mean, at
2
the
carts
time,
singing.
yeah, at the time, like I say, the peak of Steptoe's popularity, this would have been, a same as like seeing One Direction, I guess, or whatever's popular these days. But
especially like you got all the other actors as well. They're acting
yeah.
drunk and singing, and
I always get the impression with these sorts of things they have to film early in the morning, but this can't be because this is it's a busy high street, isn't it? So yeah, it's people clearly looking at the cameras there, aren't they? Not
yeah.
But again, it works because they are making a spectacle of themselves, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But
Yeah, I'm trying to work out what song they're singing.
it's barely.
They're going past
audible, isn't it?
Burton's. Oh, that's
that's a throwback.
about Burton's, yeah.
We used to have one in Newark till recently. It shut down.
Yeah, Burton. Oh, it's a good bit. There's an older guy. He's respectfully sort of takes off his hat as they pull up at the lights.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
quite. God, there's a crowd there, mind.
So yeah, this roost is starting to fall apart because he hasn't.
Yeah.
He hasn't actually woken up, has he? Has he not
No,
enough
and
in there? Then you think?
You got Harold. I think he's had his 4th go on that bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. Has he fallen asleep in there? Do you think? Is that why he's?
Yeah, he's asleep in the coffin, and then we got Harold's running up, trying to hit the coffin to nudge him.
Oh gosh. I mean, coffins. I can't imagine the most comfortable places to be. So
Coffins.
yeah. Oh yeah, coffins.
Coffins.
It's the way he says it, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is the matter with you? Coffins!
And then you see the Pickford's wagon.
Yeah. Some very.
He swings the back door and he just sparks.
Oh, it's the same one from earlier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Gosh.
He's had a whack on the head.
It says something like we can't tart the vicar about or mess the vicar about.
Yeah. That's right, isn't it? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, they don't wait, do they? They don't wait, yeah.
So they've taken Harold now off to the casualty department because he's been knocked out. Meanwhile, they're burying his old man.
So yeah,
who's alive.
burying Albert alive. Yeah.
I recognise the vicar.
Um,
Was he in Porridge? Porridge the movie?
look. I've seen the movie, but not as much as I've seen the TV series. So
I'm
possibly,
sure
yeah.
he was the governor in
Ah, right, okay. Oh, I know who he is. He's Jeffrey Belden. He was he Catweasel?
Oh, okay.
I'm not all that familiar with him. I know he played that character. Yeah, he was in Wurzel Gummidge.
Ah, right, yeah.
He played Catweasel. He's one of my favourite. Yeah, he was. Yeah, the governor, Porridge. Yeah,
Governor, yeah, that's it. I'm
oh,
sure he
that's
was
a
the
good
governor.
shout, mate. Been in a couple of Tales of the Unexpected as well.
Another musical shout out from that year we had Dark Side of the Moon was released
Oh, right.
in March that year.
Seminal album, that is. Yeah.
Yeah, Christ, yeah, amazing. Iconic.
And a nice link here spanning the generations of comedy. Jeffrey Belden was also in My Family in 2010.
Ah, okay.
One
God,
of
that
his
is.
last ever TV appearances at the age of 86. That's good
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
isn't it?
86. God,
Yeah, it's not bad.
So we're just talking about that. They're now lowering the old man into the old,
Uh,
and Harold's at the hospital with a massive turban bandage on his head.
Look, I don't know about you, mate. I've never been to a funeral where there's been a burial like that. I think all the funerals I've been to must have been cremations. Because yeah, I've never stood around a grave, seen it lowered in. So.
Yeah, they do. That's he's saying about the ropes that you sort of
Oh
hold
yeah,
and they
yeah,
lower.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I mean. We lower the casket in. Is
Oh no, you see, no, when I've done the carrying, we was carrying into the
Oh,
crematorium.
okay, yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
yeah, I'm with you
the
now.
lowering bit is a knack to it, and you can't because
Oh, okay.
I sort of went to wrap it around my wrist, and the undertaker was like, no, no, no. He said that's not how you do it. You just lower it down slowly,
Okay, yeah,
all at the
yeah.
same time. So 6 of us all doing it.
Right.
But if you see it now, where they just let go of it, and they all look at Harold,
Yeah.
and it wraps around the vicar's foot. Oh, that's a different,
gosh.
yeah. So he's at the wrong hole.
Where you going? Kensal Rise Cemetery in hurry. Don't be a silly boy. Go on back in there.
No, I'm all right. My father's being buried. I've got to be there in 10 minutes.
All right, all right. Keep your turban on.
In the morning it is green and groweth up, but in the evening it is cut down, dried up, and withered.
I know the feeling.
Faster, faster, moving.
Who for our sins are justly displeased. Forasmuch as it hath pleased Almighty God of his great mercy to take unto himself the soul of our dear brother here departed, we therefore commit his body to the ground.
Stop! Fire!
Terribly sorry. It's the wrong funeral.
Forasmuch as it hath pleased Almighty God of his great mercy to take unto himself the soul of our dear brother here departed, we therefore commit his body to the earth.
That it may be like unto his glorious body, according to the mighty working, whereby he is able to subdue all things to himself. I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord, for they rest from their labors. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ.
Get off, you dirty, soppy great thing.
Shut up, you silly cow!
Particular illusion, isn't it? Shut up with you. Shut up.
I was watching Johnny English the other day. I love Johnny English.
Oh yeah.
And there's a bit of that where they follow the wrong casket to the
hearse,
funeral.
yeah.
So that's the wrong hearse, doesn't he? Yeah, and he has to get him out of it by pretending he's mad.
Yeah. He goes to the wrong old, doesn't
Gunter here wasn't supposed to be released till 2026.
he? Yeah. I think I saw that at the cinema when it first came out.
Did you? Oh,
So
right.
I only
Yeah.
remember because the bit where he shoots a speed camera,
Oh,
he
yeah.
blows
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Everyone in the cinema cheered.
Oh, I bet they did.
Yeah.
I bet they did. Yeah, yeah. Here we go. The second coming.
So he's
Yeah.
rising out of his coffin. Luther Joyce has fainted. That dog loves him, doesn't he?
Oh, it's nice to see, isn't it? That sort of
Yeah.
bond. Yeah, yeah.
Even Frankie Barra's got fainted. The gangster.
And obviously we got Harold coming out of the crypt as well.
Yeah. Crawling out of the crypt with
I
the
mean,
white.
I mean, we're entering sort of like, yeah, kind of a little bit slapstick, but who cares?
So they still get Frank Thornton, he's now trying to explain they still get some sort of dividend from the policy.
Even though he's alive?
Even though he's alive, I think he can withdraw some of it because he's paid into it.
Ah, okay, I'm with you. Yeah, yeah.
800 and something pound, I think it was.
Yeah.
Which are probably back to square one because they've sold everything off, haven't they?
That's it, yeah.
I just
So
noticed on.
sorry,
cycle.
Look, right.
I was going to say, I just noticed above the door then, I'm sure it was number 20.
Yeah.
And because we've been through this, it was 23A, 26A,
Yeah,
24. In Divided We Stand. Now it's 20.
I mean, yeah, that's where.
20 Old Drum Lane.
Oh, look, it says 26 from this side of it, I think.
Yeah.
26A. Yeah.
Unless it's just showing the bottom on the
Yeah,
inside,
maybe.
but perhaps, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So I was going to say the Steptoes and money never end well, do it? So
yeah,
he's invested the money. He's got a racehorse now. Gosh.
Yeah, bought a racehorse.
They kept the dog. Well, yeah, sweet, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously it exists in its own kind of continuity. This doesn't it? I'm guessing from the TV series. Like we don't see the dog come back, do we?
No.
So.
Like I said, we come back as a series, and they've still got the horse.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. It's
so it's sort
almost
of
like parallel universe, isn't it? Yeah, it's interesting. HM Queen.
There we go. So they're I think they're now in the royal procession.
Oh wow!
With the Steptoe and Sun wagon.
So he's bought a racehorse with shares with the Queen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that must be filmed. Like a real event.
Yeah, must have been. Yeah, I mean, again, it shows how popular they work. Is to get permission to do that. And
that's it. Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, Hilda Barry was the woman with the carrot. Hilda Barry.
Ah, okay, yeah.
What was the name? I couldn't recall. There's someone actually cast it as a dolly bird in the credits.
Not a credit you'd see today, is it? Yeah.
No, Christ, no, he couldn't. Even then, was pushing it, dolly bird. Yeah. So yeah, standout lines from that side.
I think just some of the fact it was an original plot. There's something different. About the interactions with Frankie Barrow, that was nice to see.
He's not in it much, is he, Frankie?
No,
Barrow?
no.
Don't get many lines, but
no, that's it. And just the stuff with the greyhound, like trying to get him to trying to get the old man's trying to get him to run properly and pulling
he needs glasses.
That's it. Yeah. So now some really good bits. How about yourself?
Yeah, I do. Like I said, I watched it for years and years and years, and it was like late night on ITV. I think I watched it then.
Oh,
But I
okay. Yeah.
rewatched it the other night, and I think I do prefer this one. I think because, like you say,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
its own like standalone
It is.
sort of
That's it.
universe, and whereas the first one, I don't know, it's something about it that's not as Steptoe-y.
The first one feels like it's almost for beginners of Steptoe. That like it's sort of
Yeah,
telling a story about them and establishing them all over again.
that's
Whereas
true.
this one
Yeah,
just has some fun with it, doesn't it? Really, and just goes off and does some cool stuff. And yeah, no,
yeah,
it's
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 good
good.
return to form.
Yeah, return to form. Yeah, yeah, it's much more like two or three episodes of the TV series sort of spliced together, really. Which is nothing wrong with that. You know, sitcoms they don't need to be
No,
some grand MacGuffin where they've got to go on some big journey or something. It can just be day to day
no,
stuff, but
it's a bit
just
like
having
with
a slightly bigger budget. That's it. So
Rise and Dampen It. They sort of
yeah,
mash 3 or 4 episodes together
yeah,
and
that's
just.
it.
But they do things in this that they couldn't do in the series.
No, that's it. Like you said, yeah,
Right.
like we said, the sort of scale and the extras and locations and stuff like that. You could never go
Yeah.
to a Greyhound track, could you, or
No, of course. Even the dialogue,
race
like I said,
course?
you wouldn't add half of that in
That's
the
it. Yeah,
series.
yeah.
It's good.
So no, I would rank this one above the first one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, do I think they're both of them are as good as a TV series? Probably not on balance. I think TV series
No.
captures the kind of I think almost expanding this to a bigger universe takes away some of the kind of claustrophobia you get from the TV series, where it's just the two of them a lot of the time. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
seeing with a bigger picture is nice, but you
yeah,
lose that kind of Steptoe magic to a degree. But having
yeah.
said that, it's not a bad thing, to just do something different with it, isn't it? If you keep doing the same plot type kind of conflicts the whole time, you're going to get bored of it. So to
You've got
just
yeah.
let them breathe a little bit and do something different is good. So
You
yeah,
can't like in this like a film. You can't do a two-hander or say something like
no, no,
Desperate Hours. You couldn't do in it. It'd be
no,
too claustrophobic.
yeah, exactly. It just
Really.
yeah, and if you're doing a film, you kind of want to make the most of that budget, don't you? So yeah,
Yeah,
some things work better on TV, some things work better on film. That's just it, isn't it? And I think that's still the case today. You know, look at the films that are made today based on sitcoms. Very few, very
exactly.
few do
Yeah,
it well. In Betweeners did it okay for the first one, then not so much the second one. Yeah, they keep hinting at like a Benidorm film. Whether that happened or not, I don't know.
yeah. When I work, because I rewatched Benidorm recently, and
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure I thought they'd made one, but they obviously couldn't have.
No,
But
no, it's
yeah, I don't
just
know what I was
be
thinking
interesting,
there,
wouldn't it? Be interesting to see.
but interesting. IMDb rate that film as 6.7 out of 10,
Okay.
and then the first one, they've given it a 6.5. Oh, so there's not a lot in it. Still
Okay.
quite low.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Compared to the like I said, season series 7 and 8, they're all 8 plus.
Yeah.
But yeah, but no, I do enjoy that. It's like I said, it's a bit more sort of fun stuff they couldn't do in the series.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and good addition to good to see some of the other characters come back because I always feel like we never saw enough of Frankie Barra.
No, yeah, it's nice to see him. Yeah, that's it. In fact, having said that, doesn't he? He doesn't actually turn up until the next series after this one. So I think they must have done this first, and then brought him back for the TV series. But
Yeah, Paris les Autres, whatever
yes.
that means. But yeah, so should we fly over to the Skinner's Arms?
Fly to Skinner's Arms, mate. Yeah,
take a short walk over there. So
yeah.
we've hopefully we've both.
I'll have a champagne from the toilet.
Sure, I'll have. This is the wake, and it's Albert's wake, so I think we'll have
brown ale, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be brown ale, and then I'll sneak a bit of whiskey. What do they call it?
Oh, nice, mate. A little
whiskey chaser. Yeah. Yeah.
Whiskey chaser. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So hopefully you've done 5 questions, Si, and I've done 5.
I have. I'll be honest. I've had to adapt them a little bit because there's a couple of things you've mentioned which were the questions I was going to do. So.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But, no, it's all right. No, don't worry at all, mate. In fact, one of them was which one had got the high rating on IMDb. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ruined that.
No, but I mean that's good. It's obviously good. We're on the same wavelength. Isn't
I did one because we did for the listeners. We didn't. we didn't confer at all.
No, we did. No, not at all. No.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be interesting to see if we come up with similar questions, or because it's always tough doing a quiz, isn't it? Because you don't want to go too easy, you don't want to go too difficult, and it's tricky. But yeah, go for it. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So we've already kind of discussed this a little bit tonight, but which film was released first? So both these films were released in 1973. We had Holiday on the Buses and Steptoe and Son Ride Again. But which one came out first?
Do you want to get... So between Holiday on the Buses and Rides Again?
Yeah. So was it this one or was it Holiday on the Buses? So which one came out first in 1973?
I guess on the buses, because this is what, June, July for Steptoe, so on the buses?
This was 6th of July. Actually, it's not, mate. Holiday on the Buses came out Boxing Day 73, so it's essentially 74 it came out, really.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a Christmas release. It's strange, isn't it? Because it is a summer film. It's weird to be
Boxing Day. I can imagine that in winter, because, it's all... It's about holidays.
Yeah. So obviously Wilf Bramble must have finished filming on this and then pretty much straight onto that one and then back onto Steptoe. So yeah, busy guy in the 70s.
Busy, yeah, especially with his age, you know.
That's it. Yeah. Fair play to him. Okay, question 2. We were just discussing Frankie Barrow, but who plays him? Both this and the TV series.
Oh God, what's his name?
He's got a very interesting name.
That's gone, but I should know that.
It's a animal is his surname.
No, mate, it's gone.
No,
I'm sure I mentioned it earlier as well.
Henry Wolf.
Henry Wolf. God, yeah, should have remembered that. Henry Wolf. Yeah.
Right. Okay, what do Albert's savings amount to? So obviously early on in the episode we established he needed a new horse and they cobbled together some savings, but how much did Albert have?
Oh, his savings, I think it amounted to... Was it 89 quid?
Oh, if you'd stopped at 80, I'll give you that. It's 80.
80 quid?
Yeah, it was 80 quid and they found 9 quid somewhere else, I think, as well. So yeah, 89 altogether. Yeah. Very good, mate. Very good. Okay, question 4. What colour tracksuit is Harold mostly wearing whilst training?
Is that amazing Adidas style blue one?
That's it, mate. Very good. Blue.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And then finally, who does Mr. Russell work for? We saw Mr. Russell in the film. Who does he work for?
Oh, I thought he was a Totter. I thought he was the Rag and Bone Man.
No, he's not Rag and Bone Man. He's the character that is played by Frank Thornton.
Oh God, that's actually his name. Not I was thinking of Russell Tovey.
Oh right, no, sorry.
I was thinking.
No,
I thought that's who you meant.
He did. He did mention his name because he says, "Oh, here comes Mr. Russell" as he came through the fence.
Oh, I can't remember the name, but I know he's insurance.
Probably a blink and you miss it. Yeah, insurance.
Yeah, the insurance company.
I should have said that was who does the character that Frank Thornton plays.
No, I was thinking of Russell Tovey then.
Yeah, sorry, mate. It's because we were discussing Tovies, weren't we?
Yeah, he's insurance dude. Yeah.
Very good, mate. Like you say, it's hard to do that though because it's. There's not as much, obviously, the previous episodes. We've done a whole series worth of stuff where it's only got like an hour and a half, haven't we? But yeah, cool.
That was good.
Nice one.
No worries. I think we've got a bit of a crossover for mine, but we'll just go with it.
Okay. So I'll probably have forgotten them in the space it takes us to read them out again. So yeah.
No, it is one you'll get, but I'll just stick with it. Okay, so in the butcher scene where Albert gets a steak, who plays the butcher?
It is Richard Davis.
It's Richard Davis, brilliant.
Yeah, we were saying, please survey. Yeah.
I was going to say, for a bonus point, what else was he in? We didn't mention it earlier, but he is in something else. A very famous sitcom. I'll give you a clue if you want. Will you let us in?
Of course, he's 40 Towers, isn't he? Yeah, that's right.
I got a feeling they're called the Lloyds. Yeah, I think they're called Mr. and Mrs. Lloyd.
Yeah, good name, mate. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
he has a great line where he says something like, "Oh, we should try that hotel up by the prophylactic."
Yeah, by the prophylactic emporium.
Basically, a condom shop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bizarre, isn't it? How did that get through?
He snuck that in, didn't he?
He snuck it in as John Cleese obviously had a bit of a laugh on it.
Because when he mentioned it, I thought he's going to say it, but no, luckily he didn't do Fawlty Towers. But
Yeah, I forgot he was in
brilliant.
that. Yeah, of course he was. Yeah.
And then the crossover questions, you can tell we didn't convert this. How much was the old man's life savings?
Yeah, 89. Yeah,
89, yeah. 8.5. Question 3. What does actress Hilda Barry ask Harold to climb up a high-rise flat for?
So to give him a carrot and to post some letters.
Yes, correct, young man. Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was a bit cheeky of her.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Question 4. What do they name the greyhound?
Oh my gosh.
It's a tricky one, that, isn't it? Because it doesn't really come up a lot.
Yeah, I must have missed it while we were chatting as well. I'm just going to guess Flash. Probably isn't it?
No, it's actually a bit confused, but they name him Hercules II.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I'll give you a bonus point
that.
for what Albert named him when they were at the dog track.
Oh, yeah, he calls him Wanker, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's just like a throw a bit.
I'm going to have to wind that back and watch that later, yeah.
As they're walking towards, they're walking towards the camera, you got Albert on the right, and Albert goes, he's a wanker. And you sort of just pick it up. Because he's sort of, I'm thinking you wouldn't have that in the series, would you?
You wouldn't. Oh, man, that's funny.
And then fifth and final question. When faking Albert's death, where does Harold say the old man died?
On the toilet.
Yeah, the old Elvis.
On the bog. Yeah.
Bog.
Yeah. Unfortunate way to go, but you know. Yeah.
It's a shocking way to go.
Yes. Yeah. Good stuff, mate. That was good.
Call it a draw.
Yeah. on average, we sort of done all right, haven't we? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, like I said, I think we caught up with the socials, didn't we? Earlier, I said about. I think we're on.
Yeah, no, we're on everything now.
Everything on Instagram, Twitter.
You name it, we're on it.
It'd be great to hear from people if any fans that they want to get in touch and perhaps do an episode with us.
Some nice feedback from the Steptoe and Son Appreciation Society. Some fan site that Facebook. So yeah, if anyone is a member of that and hasn't listened, I don't know why would that be, because you wouldn't be listening, would you? If anyone
listening live,
if anyone wants to comment on the Facebook page about this pod, please do. We are. We are. What's it? At Steptoe Pod, isn't it?
Yeah. If you just, it works. I know. If you just put even just Step Pod now, even if you Google
that's
that,
the one. Yeah,
it brings up with like I said, we're on Amazon, we're on Spotify. We've got the YouTube channel. Instagram is quite busy on that. And Twitter. Give a shout out to the Stu Bailey. He's always great with the reposts and sending me stuff. Yeah, he's a loyal fan. He's also we've got to mention Tom's as well. Flat as a fart.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But have you heard his latest one? I enjoyed that.
Yes, I did. Yeah. It's good. It's a nice nice pace of pod. Yeah, it's good. About sort of talking through stuff, enjoying it. It's
quite like you said, the pace. Yeah, it's a good point. It's really really good, and he's a consummate podcaster, and he is Tom.
Oh yes, he is. Yes, and a very good friend of ours. Yes.
Yeah. No, I won't go that far, Dave. But so no, I think but no, it's great if any listeners out there they want to contact us and perhaps review an episode, because there's still loads we haven't done.
There is, that's it. Well, we've there's several classics sitting there waiting. So yeah, please do get in touch.
And what about maybe even Badly Pod, mate? How are you getting on?
So just concluded series 3, about to start series 4. Smack halfway through the series now, and it's getting into the kind of classic episodes that people tend to remember from NBA Badly, the drunk episode, the wedding episode, stag night, that sort of thing. So do check it out. Don't forget your Goodbye Gherkins.
Brilliant. Definitely. Thanks for listening, everyone. And hopefully, I think we did talk about doing on the buses, didn't we? Holiday on the buses.
Yeah, on the buses. We'll try and sneak that one through. Be good time of the summer coming up.
There's a good link with Wilfred Bramble being in it.
Yeah, and he plays a fairly big part. He's not just like a cameo. He comes and goes, doesn't he? He's schmoozing Stan's mum. So
Doris Eyre.
Doris Eyre, great actress.
Stan.
Yeah. So good. Yeah.
I think should
But
we
no,
end
yeah,
with our
classics.
Blakey impressions?
I'll get you. I'll get you, you lecherous there.
Or just right enough for you, Stu. Get those bashes out.
Hey,
You lecherous
we
moron.
won the war, did we?
Boy, Hitler. Right, thanks everyone.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for listening.